the temperature outside is 14 degrees, but inside the basketball is heating up with a girls-boys doubleheader. It's High School Sports Live on ABC 27 as Trinity takes on Mechanicsburg, presented by the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency. Hi again, everybody. Gregg Mace together with Jeff Thompson and Todd McCall. Jeff, this is a great rivalry matchup here. I think a lot of people don't think of Trinity and Mechanicsburg as perhaps as a rival game, but there's not a lot of room geographically between these two schools.
Well, Greg, they're neighbors. They live right near each other, and they go to the same churches. And I know that because I coached at both schools, and the kids just know each other. It's a fun game.
All right, let's look back at the last time these two teams played, Todd, and we'll take a look at some of the highlights. It was right around the holiday season. There was a lot of holiday spirit, and this one was close. In the second half, Trinity controls. Here's Brianna Betts-White, drives, fouled, scores, cut the Mechanicsburg lead to 3. And Cecily Carl will drive and hit 2 more right here. And then eventually down the stretch, you'll see Courtney Landis hit as well. Little gift here for Mechanicsburg. They won that game 53-49 in overtime. But these two teams have certainly both played very, very well. Mechanicsburg has won 10 in a row.
You know, take this game right now, Trinity being 2 games back, throw everything else out the door. As a coach, this is kind of that trip-up game. It's that nervous game. You're playing your neighbor. It's like your best friend or your cousin. So throw it all out the door tonight. We got a great one. Here's what I like most of all about this rival. It's the backyard rival. It's like playing somebody across the town or across the yard from you, and it means a whole lot. You can do it in wiffle ball, you can do it in basketball, but tonight it's on, Gregg Mace. I'm telling you, this game will be on.
All right, Jeff, we're going to take a look at the standings. As we said, Mechanicsburg has won 10 in a row. Trinity's won 2 in a row, 4 of their last 6. Palmyra's right behind. You know, Palmyra's just having a great season after great season. This is a terrific race. Top 3 are right there.
They are there, and as I look at that standing, Trinity and Mechanicsburg, this is a big game for the division. And talking to the coaches before the game, they know that.
All right, the opening tip-off is coming up. It is a girls-boys doubleheader. It is Mechanicsburg and Trinity, live from Mechanicsburg. High School Sports Live, next on ABC 27.
Hey guys, just in time.
When Julie wanted to provide some stability for her 2 boys, she reached out to the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency for her home loan. We're proud we could help Julie and her family. If you're looking for an affordable home loan or refinancing option, give us a call. We offer down payment and closing cost assistance too. Call us weekdays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. or check our website. We're the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency. We help homeownership dreams come true.
You already know your Giant bonus card is a great way to bag real savings on groceries. But it does so much more, like helping you pump up your fuel discount with Gas Extra Rewards. Just by using your Giant bonus card, you'll save 10 cents per gallon for every $100 you spend. So the more you buy, the more you save. Gas Extra Rewards, fueled by Giant.
Today, we have some breaking news on the West Shore. Some spraining, twisting, popping news. It appears that Mechanicsburg is getting a state-of-the-art OSS orthopedic urgent care. This is what we know so far. OSS urgent care is much faster than the emergency room. All patients will be seen by orthopedic experts. Costs are typically less, and OSS is open 7 days a week. Remember, if you have a sprain, pop, or break to report, go right to the experts. OSS Orthopedic Urgent Care. 2 great locations, York and now Mechanicsburg. Now that's some good news.
Chrysler, Jeep, Nissan. The Brenner family of dealerships is proud to support High School Sports Live. We've been serving Central PA for over 92 years and have everything that you're looking for when purchasing a vehicle. Great customer service, great pricing and selection, an excellent service department for the life of your vehicle. All at the Brenner family of dealerships on the Carlisle Pike, Mechanicsburg, and 24/7 at BrennerFamily.com. Serving Central PA for over 92 years.
Nice crowd building at Mechanicsburg High School for a girls-boys doubleheader. We got a busy week here on ABC 27 and lots of games. We got wrestling tomorrow, hockey Friday. This has been, I think, an unusual year for snowouts and iceouts. I mean, we went for a long time with not a whole lot of postponements, and we've had a whole bunch here.
Several years, actually. It's cold outside, but I feel it heating up in here already.
Well, we got lots of Great basketball action for you tonight. Gregg Mace, Jeff Thompson, Todd McCall, High School Sports Live. Trinity moves from your left to your right. It is Miranda Nixon. She will jump center for the Shamrocks. They are in their traditional green and white. Wildcats in their white uniforms with the maroon lettering and maroon numbers and maroon trim. And it is Willie Harris, Kevin Kelly, and Amy Dennison, the officials. Kevin Kelly will toss it up. First to 2 here on ABC 27. And we are underway, and the tip is controlled by Trinity. Betts White missed her first shot of the game, and Wildcats will bring it back up. Well, Jeff tonight brings a unique perspective because he was the former coach of the Trinity Shamrocks back in the early 80s and coached the Mechanicsburg boys as well. So you are right at home here.
There are special memories in this gym. As a matter of fact, Trinity's first ever district title was won in this gym in 1983.
Mechanicsburg looking for an 11th straight victory, and Nixon will pull it away. Here come the Shamrocks. Brianna Betts White is their leading scorer. Head of the Loyola of Maryland, already committed. She's number 11. She will control this offense.
There's some size inside in this ball game. They're two big girls.
Betts White pops. Vasilio got the rebound for Mechanicsburg. Hear a lot from Jordan Hurts from the paint. Got her own rebound. Out to Hannah Brown. Carl pulled it down. Mechanicsburg still has the basketball. Good early offensive rebounding there by the Wildcats. Brown backs it in, gets her own rebound, and that's the first 2 of the game.
That's 3 or 4 offensive rebounds, and I think Trinity has to find a way to curtail that.
And it looks like Trinity stepped on the line, so it'll come back the other way. Vasilio, that will just go out of bounds, and it'll go back to Trinity. We said Mechanicsburg's won 10 in a row. Trinity, when they've been hot, shown more depth than just Brianna Betts White. She's gotten most of the attention over the years, and of course her sister was a great player here. Just the quarterback general. Threw it away, and so did Mechanicsburg.
Well, she got back on defense that time. It's a real nice job hustling back. Greg, to your point, there's a lot of girls on Trinity that look like they can play.
And a lot of balance. Coach Christy Britton told us they've got a good inside-outside game. When they're clicking, they are very, very tough. They play the toughest schedule in terms of a power rating in AAA, in all of District 3, which will help them come playoff time. It's Maddie Christensen working it inside to Nixon. Studer got the rebound. Mechanicsburg came out of that, but it's a travel.
Jordan Hurts with a block low. She's around the ball a lot early in this game. Number 5.
So 2.5 minutes gone by, and we've had 1 basket. Clockler. Christensen is open.
There you go, Greg.
Maddie Christensen, first bucket for Trinity, and we're tied up. I think this is great, not only for TV, but when you play a boys-girls doubleheader, the crowds naturally increase, and I think it makes it fun for both teams.
Oh, it's great. Both teams get to see each other, and they don't. A lot of times during the season, they don't have that option.
That's a good point, because both boys teams are here supporting the girls teams, and the girls will do vice versa. You're right; they rarely get a chance to see each other because the boys and girls are always split up, unless they're doing TV or there's some other special occasion.
Greg, I like these two floor generals out here. Betts White and number 5. They're both effective.
Nice little give and go and inside. It's Cecily Carl. Gives her team the early 2-point advantage. Stolen away. They've got a 2-on-1. There's the break the Hertz. And a quick 4. Inside Nixon. Nice one bounce pass to Cochler.
Well, the press giveth and the press taketh away that time from Mechanicsburg because Trinity solved it.
So after not a lot of points in the early going, and there's a travel committed by Morgan Vasilio. Both teams getting a little warmed up, feeling their oats. There's part of the student section, and there's Mechanicsburg coach Clay McAllister.
C-Mac, affectionately. Well, this is a playoff type atmosphere for the girls, so it's going to help them down the road.
Well, Trinity's losses have come by very few points, and all of them to some really, really good teams in the power rankings in the districts. Rebound comes away. Christensen hits it from the outside.
Nice offensive rebound for Trinity. They battled for that one.
Shamrocks tied up at 6. 6 of Trinity's losses have come by, get this, 4-4, 3-3, 2, and 1 point, including 3 in overtime. They lost to Palmyra, number 1 seed in AAA. Lost to York Catholic, number 1 seed in AA. Lost to Brooks Catholic, number 5 seed in AA. Redline, they're 8th in Quad A. I saw them play Palmyra at Trinity, and we know how tough Palmyra's been, and they almost beat them.
Well, what you're saying is they've been tested.
Very much so, and with that tough schedule in AAA, it's going to help them down the stretch. It's interesting because they're going to move to AA, back to AA next year. As Betts White hits, that's her first 2, and Shamrocks get their first lead at 8-6, and immediately a steal, and Sydney Cochler's drawing the foul.
Betts White with a teardrop.
A little hanging high looping shot.
It seemed to mesmerize Mechanicsburg.
And the free throw is good. Her 3rd point for Sydney. And the junior has 4 points, and it's a 4-point lead for the Shamrocks. A little loose backcourt pressure. And Clay McAllister wants a timeout. Early going, 10-6, first quarter. High School Sports Live continues from Mechanicsburg on ABC 27. Early pace was slow as Clay McAllister and Mechanicsburg breaks their huddle, but Todd McCall on the sidelines, your observation from the baseline.
Well, first of all, I'm glad I think it was a great timeout by McAllister because I really think he needed to settle down. Now, what I'm seeing on the Trinity side of things is Betts White just keeps things moving, constantly moving, but look at the patience coming out of the huddle, see what they get here for the Wildcats. Look for them to go to set and go inside.
Megan Ross scores 10-6 Trinity.
There's Hannah Brown with a touch. I think they need to do that.
There's Landis. And the foul. So Courtney Landis, junior forward. Big bucket for Mechanicsburg.
It was big, and I think it was opened up. There was no weak side help. They're paying a lot of attention to Hannah Brown.
And Landis comes off the bench and provides a little bit of spark. And during that timeout, she came off the bench, and look at that, goes baseline and 1, and they're down 1 just that quick.
Her 3rd point as we approach the 2-minute mark of quarter number 1.
Mechanicsburg has slid back into a 2-3, looking to match up a little bit, just to slow Trinity down a little bit and keep them out of the middle of that paint.
That's White, sees a little paint, sees a little scoop, but it's a travel before Nixon could get the shot off.
How often in a girls' game do you mention two players over 6'2"? I mean, when I'm on the baseline and I'm 6'1", I like to lie to say I'm 6'2" in a program, Coach Thompson, you can appreciate that. But I'm standing by two tree toppers, and the girls' game has changed so much by the size, the impact of size anymore.
Daniela Rosman into the game for Trinity, as is Taylor Sandry. Jordan Hurts, played by Betts White. They go low to Carl, who lays it off the glass for her 4th point of the game.
She takes it nicely off the glass. Some pretty good skills for a big girl.
You know what that's called? That's called bread and butter. All night long, go to her, because she's so effective going to that baseline. Coach Thompson used to talk big man all the time with Freeland, and some of them you had Susquehanna. But she's got such a quick turn and spin on the baseline.
Well, her footwork is so good.
Carl works it low. Back outside for Brown. Boy, Mechanicsburg good on the offensive rebounds.
That ball's popping long. What Hannah's 3-point shot went long.
Carl didn't get the roll. Studer got the rebound.
How effective can that make Carl's game? She can step out there and start shooting the ball from out there.
And she looked good on that one, too.
It's Betts White working it along the baseline. Got it out of traffic. Back to Studer. A nice rebound by Nixon, but it's a foul before all that happened.
Hannah Brown had very good inside position that time and drew the foul.
I think they got Nixon for going over the back there, and that's one of those frustration fouls, and she picks up her second that quick.
So she will take a seat, and Amanda Knobb will come in to replace her. Under a minute left, now under 30 seconds left here in the first quarter. Last shot to Mechanicsburg, perhaps, or at the very least a free throw.
And what do you do when Nixon's off the floor? You feed Carl, and they're just going right to her. And I tell you what, you might have to front her and backside her and not let her deny all passes inside to her. If not, this could be a quick turnaround for Mechanicsburg.
Yeah, it's a good point with Nixon on the bench. That's a big 2 fouls. The first one does not go.
And the senior Hannah Brown found her sister post girl in a hurry, didn't she?
Jeff, I'm interested to note, do you think you might even look at a zone package with Nixon on the bench?
Well, I'm worried about the rebounding. If I'm Trinity, I want to keep rebounding. And with a zone, you don't have those individual responsibilities for boxing out as you do in a man-to-man.
That's White at the buzzer. Slow start, but a very good first quarter. Mechanicsburg on top, 12-10. You're watching High School Sports Live from Mechanicsburg here on ABC 27.
This new diet half and half's awesome.
Best part's the lemonade. Best part's the tea. Lemonade! Tea! Lemonade! Tea! Lemonade! Tea! Lemonade! Tea! Lemonade!
So which half is your favorite?
And they're blended so perfectly, who cares? Tasty tea, tangy lemonade, 10 calories. Snapple diet half and half. Made from the best stuff on earth.
High School Sports Live is sponsored in part by Keystone Tax Associates, a specialized sales and use tax consulting business, by the Carlisle Sentinel. Log on to Cumberlink.com for high school sports coverage and more. And by Sports Recruiters, your vehicle for sports success. SportsRecruiters.com. Look at the Trinity huddle. Christy Britton. Christy Dunleavy, as many of us knew her.
Back in 8th grade at St. Teresa's.
There you go. Called her name out many times. The Trinity Shamrocks. We've been chatting about Jeff Thompson's basketball history, and the last coach of Larry Kostelek, who we'll see a little bit later, at Shippensburg was?
On the JV level, yours truly.
Yeah. You have coached many a great player, young Thompson. We'll talk about them. And a little bit about the history of what we think. We were chatting yesterday about how high school basketball on the girls' side really came into its own as Hannah Brown hits. That's her 4th point of the game, and Mechanicsburg has a 4-point lead. Quick pace. Wildcats come back the other way off the Trinity miss. Brown. Big rebound for the Shamrocks.
Brown with a little inside-outside.
Betts White looks over to the bench.
Brianna's not bothered by pressure in the least.
Very confident with the basketball. Left hand backs it out.
Beautiful pass.
Cochler hits.
That was all set up with a pass right into the shooting motion.
Sydney Cochler with 6 points. Cuts the lead to 2. Carl. And his foul. We chatted yesterday about a little of the history of girls basketball in this area, and you made a very good point that in the early 80s, when McDevitt and Trinity started to come into their own, and also referenced the Susquehanna Township State Championship, it's when girls basketball, you and I both feel, started to draw more attention, perhaps draw even better players. That was the early, I guess, golden years of high school girls basketball was the early 80s.
I would say that you have to give credit to Susquehanna Township in the late 70s, but I think the McDevitt Trinity run really helped out girls basketball in the early 80s.
Joe Bresci, of course, was the coach, and now he's back at McDevitt. And a lot of great players on both those teams. I also like to talk about for McDevitt, Terry Mitchell, who's the longtime women's coach at Marquette. And a lot of great names came out of the early 80s. Harriet Janakovich, the coach at Susquehanna Township, who won that first state title.
She went on to coach at Shippensburg University.
Mechanicsburg up 4 in the basketball. First of a doubleheader here on ABC 27. The boys, Trinity and Mechanicsburg. Follow this one here on ABC 27. Inside, Carl gets the roll.
Wow, that is really tough. It's a two-headed monster. Carl and Brown.
And again, Nixon out of the lineup with 2 personal fouls. You see how long Christy Britton waits to put her back in. There's a big bucket by Maddie Christensen. Her 6-point.
Good answer.
Mechanicsburg up 4. And a foul out front. Or in the back, I should say. Amy Dennison.
Mechanicsburg's being very patient, looking to their 2 big girls right now.
Amy Dennison, Kevin Kelly, Willie Harris, our officials tonight. Loose ball. Scramble. Here comes Brianna Betts White. Nice drive and 2. Good control.
Crafty with the left on that finish.
Equally proficient with both hands. They go low to Brown.
So they found each other once again on the high-low.
Hannah Brown's 6-point. Lead back to 4. Rosman from the outside. The Trinity shooting is not all Brianna Betts-White. In fact, it is Cochler and Christensen leading the way with 6. Good balance, and when Trinity is cranked with a balance, they are hot. Good scramble. Betts-White again. Nice heads-up pass, but through the hands of Christensen. Will go back to Mechanicsburg. And we have a TV timeout. 20-18, Mechanicsburg on top. You're watching High School Sports Live here on ABC 27.
The Advanced Hoops basketball program has professional skill training. Advanced Hoops is unique as we offer professional point guard and dribbling with Gerald Jarman.
As a former point guard at the University of Richmond, I led one of the greatest upsets ever against Syracuse in 1991. I get more fulfillment out of teaching young athletes the things that I learned and the keys that I learned, both in college and professionally.
Charlie Fortney's shooting instruction is amazing. He's helped many high-level players get a great shooting foundation for the college level.
It's always better when you get to pick your team. That's why I didn't just accept the regional health plan offered at work. I went to a Highmark Direct store and picked a more affordable plan with a broader network, one that I feel better with.
For the most value, you're better with Blue. We're reinventing affordable health care for today and for generations to come. For all you do, you're better with Highmark Blue Shield.
There is a former outstanding coach, Todd McCall, leaving the huddle. But there is the Trinity huddle.
You know, I had to take that slow walk across the floor, I guess. What can I say?
Once a coach, always a coach. Right?
Well, you're right. That's that time you needed to think about it, right, Jeff Thompson, when you're walking in the locker room. What am I going to say if we're down, or what am I going to say if we're up? But right now we're in a good one, guys. It is a 2-point game. And Greg, you'd asked me earlier when this game started. This is those ones as a coach, these rival games that you throw records out, and the trip games. You beat a Paul Meyer, you come in, you're 10 straight, and you play Trinity at home, an arch rival. These are scary for me as a coach, former coach.
Oh, throw out the records here.
And a travel.
I'm surprised to see Hannah Brown outside because the high-low's working so well with Carl from the top of the key looking in.
Hannah can shoot the three, though. That's the reason she's out there.
Right.
They've got to respect that.
Right now it's at high percentage, and I'll fight with you on that, Thompson. We got to go high percentage.
Carl got the rebound. 2-point advantage for Mechanicsburg.
She's posted up low now.
Trinity's now going to, they were fronting.
Well, there's Hannah Brown. That's her 8th point.
Great, Mr. Mace. I stand corrected with Jeff Thompson's analogy of shooting outside there as Brown steps out and hits it.
And we'll stay with Trinity.
But did you notice Cecily was out at 35 feet making that entry pass?
You're right. And as I just said earlier, you've seen the front side. Trinity's trying to front Brown when she's on the post.
Under 3 minutes left here in the first, make it the second quarter.
Trinity could use an outside shot right now, Greg, and they had one before.
Now Betts-White gets out of some traffic. Nice heads-up pass again, as she so often does. Got the shot, wouldn't fall. Mechanicsburg, 4-point lead in the basketball. Jordan Hurts, pull-up jumper in the paint, but look who's underneath to bank it off the glass and home. Carl has 9 points, and it's a 6-point Mechanicsburg advantage.
I think Mechanicsburg's going zone to keep Betts-White from penetrating and dishing. She's awfully effective with the ball.
And a steal and a spin. Jordan Hurts the pick. Megan Ross looking for an over the back call. Courtney Landis picked up the rebound and put it back up and in. Nice hustle and a nice rebound by Courtney Landis.
Courtney's Miss Excitement, isn't she?
Yeah, she's got 5. Now, at what point do you put Nixon back in?
About a minute 36.
Like right now?
I don't know. At this point, you kind of tried to ride it out. And, you know, putting her in now, she picks up her third with a minute to go. Then it's like, why did you leave her out so long? So I think you just sort of ride this out till half and say, hey, you got to play smart in the second half.
And try to keep it down. But here's Ross missing.
There's a nice rebound by number 40 for Trinity, Amanda Knob.
This actually plays into the hands of Trinity a little bit when Mechanicsburg's getting them down and missing these easy layups.
Trinity's size bothered Brianna that time.
To be expected. The crowd is beginning to come in and shuffle in here in the second quarter of this game, and seats are going to fill up fast like they always do. And they hold that crowd up in that far corner, but I'm going to tell you that you talk about heat, and it's going to be hot coming in the second half for these girls.
Todd, it does heat up in this gym.
Landis again. And the rebound, and Carl was right there and drew the foul. Boy, Courtney Landis getting in traffic, playing well.
She's Miss Excitement, I think. She's created a big spark for them since she's been in the game.
She's ultimately what you call a real sixth man. You have to have that spark off the bench, and that's what she provides.
And Todd, don't talk about John Havlicek again.
Exactly. That's a great comparison. Very similar.
Carl's got 11.
What a beautiful touch from the foul line. A girl 6'3".
Biggest lead of the game for Mechanicsburg. Trinity's got 30 seconds to work with. Rosman. One more trip for the Wildcats.
It looks like Christie might have to regroup at halftime and come out with some pressure to combat the two big girls.
A chance to go up 12 or 13. Hurts. Brown. One more shot. Won't go. But a 12-10 lead at the end of one has turned into a 28-18 lead at halftime. When we come back, we'll talk with Rick Herring, president of Giant, about some of their great programs in the area. When we come back, you are watching High School Sports Live on ABC 27, presented by PHFA.
Hi, sweetheart.
Hey, you two. It's dinner time.
When Marcus and Michelle were starting their family, they came to the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency for their home loan. We're proud we could help Marcus, Michelle, and Mia. If you're looking for an affordable home loan or refinancing option, give us a call. We offer down payment and closing cost assistance too. Call us weekdays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. or check our website. We're the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency. We help home ownership dreams come true.
Ruff Tractor and Equipment is PA's full-line equipment dealer representing Case Construction along with other leading manufacturers. Ruff Tractor celebrates its 55th year in business, serving the total sales, rental parts, and service needs of its customers. Ruff Tractor paves the way for your project from start to finish, featuring the latest parts and equipment from Case Construction and more. Ruff also offers 24/7 job site support. Ruff Tractor is your #1 source for everything under construction.
Advanced Tube's biggest goal has been to raise the culture of training and development in this region. Working with youth coaches, junior high coaches, high school coaches, and even more so, college coaches in the last 5 years. We're seeing a rise in the talent level of players all over the area. Programs like ours are making a difference. We're just proud to be part of that culture of training that's growing strong in the Harrisburg area.
Hershey Entertainment and Resorts delivers state-of-the-art roller coasters, the legendary AHL Bears hockey team, premier entertainment, and much more. We are proud to sponsor young athletes through the efforts of High School Sports Live.
Borman & Babb Certified Public Accountants is a full-service accounting, tax, and consulting firm with over 17 years experience serving the central Pennsylvania region. From taxes to payroll, from corporate accounting to business consulting, let Borman & Babb help you achieve your financial success.
Our halftime report presented by Highmark. Live from Mechanicsburg, Gregg Mace together with Jeff Thompson and Todd McCall. We are very happy to have with us the president of Giant, Rick Herring. Great to have you with us. Pretty good game so far. First of all, I should mention that you have an interest in Mechanicsburg High School because your son plays on the varsity team and the JV team.
That's right. A small interest in it. That's right. But it's a great game, and I guess we got to congratulate both sets of girls here tonight, and it's an exciting game, back and forth a little bit. It's very exciting.
All right, let's talk about Giants' involvement, first of all, with High School Sports Live and the food bank program with giving and living here.
Sure.
And the food that you were raising with the students all goes to the Central Pennsylvania Food Bank.
It does, Greg. We have a long history of giving back to the communities where we have stores, and this is just one example here. Throughout Central Pennsylvania, we support this program, the games that are showed, throughout the week. In this case, the kids will raise money and food for the Central Pennsylvania Food Bank, which we support them in a big way. They have a great program and support many of the people that are in need right here in Central Pennsylvania.
And Giant also has the A+ program.
We do, and that's one where our customers participate in the program. They help raise money for the schools, where we give a donation to the school based on how much they buy, and that's been a great program to support the school as well.
With Rick Herring, president of Giant. Now, a cause near and dear to our heart at ABC 27 is the annual Gitlin Golf Tournament. We're going to show you some of that because we televised it over the years, have covered it over the years. But the most important part you're going to see, as always, Giant presents a check to the Gitlin Cancer Research Institute. And once again this year, another $500,000. It's one of the most impressive things in our area in terms of a charity, and one of the most impressive donations is always from Giant.
Yeah, it is, and we team up with Warren Gitlin and the people from the Gitlin Foundation. Does a great thing for cancer research. We're proud to be a part of that, and hoping to find a cure to something that's affected so many.
I think it's always so impressive, and you see there's so many different things that you guys do that you are much more than just a food store, I think.
Yeah, I mentioned our community involvement. Last year we gave back more than $25 million to the communities where we operate. We've got 150 stores across Pennsylvania, and the great thing is we form a partnership with the community, with people that shop in our stores, with our vendors, and we're proud to do it. It's the right thing to do, and we want to be right there helping out the community.
All right, here's the two things I like about Giant. Easy scan, in and out, love the bag, put it right in. Salad bar, two of my favorite things.
Great. Well, thank you. I'm glad that you appreciate that. We love having you as a shopper, Greg. We appreciate all that you do for the sports here as well as for Gitlin. I know you're involved there as well.
Rick, thanks so much for stopping by.
Thank you, Greg. I appreciate it.
Rick Herring, president of Giant. When we come back, Chris Hopkins from the Carlisle Sentinel will talk with Todd about this first half. 28-18 our score. You're watching High School Sports Live here on ABC 27.
Tired of your old beat-up car? Make the switch.
Look how easy it is to make the switch to Hoffman Ford.
Right now, you can get $10,000 off the MSRP of the rugged new 2013 F-150 with Chrome package. Or make the switch to the 2014 Escape S starting at just $19,995. Or switch to the fuel-efficient 2014 Fusion S starting at just $18,695.
Make the switch to Hoffman Ford or visit us online at
HoffmanFord.com.
Under a new state law, all electronics must be recycled.
Welcome to the Dauphin County Recycling Center, where recycling is quick, easy, and free.
You may recycle appliances or even cell phones.
We're open 6 days a week, and recycling is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Contact our helpful staff at the Recycling Center or visit our website for more information.
Help us protect our planet, because tomorrow does matter.
No matter the season, when it's time to gear up, you've got to get to Kelly's Sports. Kelly's Sports. Top quality sports equipment for the field, the rink, the court, and more. Matched with the experience and knowledge to help you get the winning edge. Plus all the latest styles from Nike, Adidas, and Under Armour. And the large selection of name brand athletic footwear. Local sports team members get 10% off all purchases. Kelly's Sports. In the High Point Commons, Harrisburg. Or visit online at kellysports.com.
There's a place where kids really connect to learning. Commonwealth Connections Academy. It's a tuition-free, fully accredited online public school where students find devoted, enthusiastic teachers like never before. Commonwealth Connections Academy, the online public school.
For 57 years, you know the Big 33 Football Classic as the Super Bowl of high school football. 2012 brought the Big 26 Baseball Classic. Look out in the fall of 2014, the Big 13 Basketball Classic, which will feature top high school basketball talent. Stay tuned at big33.org.
Our Highmark halftime report continues. Mechanicsburg up 28-18 over Trinity. Standing by with Chris Hopkins from the Sentinel is our Todd McCall. Todd?
Thank you, Greg. This is Chris Hopkins from the Carlisle Sentinel. This is your neighborhood, really. This is an arch rival. You played basketball at Wilkes, so you know the size game. Can you talk a little bit about what you saw when Nixon went out and the change in the game tonight?
Yeah, that was obviously the biggest thing. You know, Mechanicsburg's two top players are obviously Carl and Brown, and when Nixon went down there, I think they really took advantage of taking of the paint, getting the ball inside, whether it was Carl to Brown, Brown to Carl, really doing a good job on the boards. And, you know, Trinity, when Nixon comes back, they're really going to have to work on doing a better job in the paint and kind of stopping those big two in Mechanicsburg.
Let's just talk next game, boys game, and quick little analysis of the boys game. What do you think? What do you like?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, again, two rivals here. It's going to be a big game for both these teams as far as playoff seeding is concerned. I think they're both going to make the playoffs, but this is one you want to kind of get momentum going as we kind of get close to February here. And again, you don't have to tell these two teams it's a big game, and it should be a good one.
All right, I'm standing beside 6'7" here, Gregg Mace, a player at Wilkes University, now Carlisle Sentinel reporter, and he's doing a great job here in the backyard. Back to you.
All right, thanks to Chris Hopkins. When we come back, the third quarter, Mechanicsburg up 10. We continue live on ABC 27.
Today, we have some breaking news on the West Shore. Some spraining, twisting, popping news. It appears that Mechanicsburg is getting a state-of-the-art OSS orthopedic urgent care. This is what we know so far. OSS urgent care is much faster than the emergency room. All patients will be seen by orthopedic experts. Costs are typically less, and OSS is open 7 days a week. Remember, if you have a sprain, pop, or break to report, go right to the experts. OSS Orthopedic Urgent Care. Two great locations, York and now Mechanicsburg. Now that's some good news.
The Advanced Hoops basketball program has professional skill training. Advanced Hoops is unique as we offer professional point guard and dribbling with Gerald Jarman.
As a former point guard at the University of Richmond, I led one of the greatest upsets ever against Syracuse in 1991. I get more fulfillment out of teaching young athletes the things that I learned and the keys that I learned, both in college and professionally.
Charlie Fortney's shooting instruction is amazing. He's helped many high-level players get a great shooting foundation for the college level.
Mechanicsburg breaking their huddle. Trinity talking it over. We'll see what kind of halftime adjustments they made. This was a 2-point game at the end of the quarter, but boy, the big players, Hannah Brown, Cecily Carl, 5'10", 6'2", they're right back in it. And Brown's got 8, Carl's got 11. They account for 19 of the 28 points so far, Jeff.
I guess we can't call them the Twin Towers anymore, but that's what they appear to be.
So here comes Trinity, and Miranda Nixon with 2 personal fouls will start this second half.
And Mechanicsburg packing in his zone again.
Nixon goes to work. Christensen backing it out. Using her at the high post. Mechanicsburg on a 10-game winning streak. Trinity looking for their third straight. They've won 4 of their last 6 as both these teams jockey for district playoff position.
Trinity being very patient on this first possession. And I'm anxious to see how they're going to change the game defensively.
Betts White. You're right. Played almost a minute here. And nobody's scored. This is as deliberate as anybody's been all game.
Trinity's being very patient with their flex offense, and Mechanicsburg's fine to slough in the paint and just let them do it.
Well, Greg, you might see this at the hockey game tomorrow night.
Like a power play.
Beautiful pass.
Carl came away with that one.
Trinity was patient. They fed the ball to Nixon. Nixon got a little bit nervous, and Brown put the hand in, or Carl hit the hand in and blocked it.
Nice rebound by Ross.
Betts White lost the handle, and then a travel. Boy, Trinity got a break out of that one.
They sure did. Jordan Hurts picked her pocket there going down the lane. And it looks like Brianna's going to try to make some things happen going to the basket.
Almost 2 minutes gone by in a scoreless third quarter. They go low to Nixon. Betts White threading the needle. Wow.
Can't seem to buy one right now. That was a very, very well executed play.
Well, that's clearly what Trinity's trying to do. Be patient, find the open player, and pop it in. Boy, Nixon, nice touch to come away with that one.
Good post defense by Miranda.
Bree going to back it out.
She's exploring now. I think she's going to have to take a measure of drives to the basket.
Trinity down 10 in the basketball. Boy, they pass well.
Nice pass.
We had the same thought. Here comes Jordan Hurts. Basket is just not falling for anybody.
No, did it get cold in here over halftime?
A little chillier. Three and a half minutes gone in this half and nobody's scored yet. That after a racehorse second quarter. This part of the game not typical of the way it's been going. Somebody go out to the concession stand and buy a bucket.
I'd like to say, give a quick shout out to Hannah Brown's mother, Tanya Watts. And I remember the first game I coached at Trinity when we played Mechanicsburg. She was the leading scorer for the Mechanicsburg Ball Club in that game.
And you still have the scorebook?
I still have the scorebook, and I'll show it to her after the game.
And there she is, Carl. Cecily Carl. Little her Snapple replay, and it goes low. Nice hands by Nixon. And it goes back out of bounds. A little bit later tonight, we'll play 2 degrees of separation from Jeff Thompson.
That's 2 shots. That'll be 2 shots. The big girls are battling each other right now, Greg. So
yeah, and it's good. I mean, we've got great ball movement, a lot of good passing. And now Hannah Brown will look for the first point of the half. She's got 9. And the lead is 11.
Hannah, as I understand, it's going to Messiah next year, and Brianna from Trinity is going to Loyola.
That's correct. Loyola, Maryland, right? That's where my grandfather went.
A lot of basketball tradition in that school.
Yes, a lot of lacrosse tradition. Right on Charles Street in Baltimore. And we got a timeout. Our television timeout, 29-18. Mechanicsburg on top. You're watching High School Sports Live on ABC 27 RTV.
Chrysler, Jeep, Nissan. The Brenner family of dealerships is proud to support High School Sports Live. We've been serving Central PA for over 92 years and have everything that you're looking for when purchasing a vehicle. Great customer service, great pricing and selection, an excellent service department for the life of your vehicle. All at the Brenner family of dealerships on the Carlisle Pike, Mechanicsburg, and 24/7 at BrennerFamily.com. Serving Central PA for over 92 years.
It's always better when you get to pick your team. That's why I didn't just accept the regional health plan offered at work. I went to a Highmark Direct store and picked a more affordable plan with a broader network, one that I feel better with.
For the most value, you're better with Blue.
We're reinventing affordable health care for today and for generations to come. For all you do, you're better with Highmark Blue Shield.
Today, we have some breaking news on the West Shore. Some spraining, twisting, popping news. It appears that Mechanicsburg is getting a state-of-the-art OSS orthopedic urgent care. This is what we know so far. OSS urgent care is much faster than the emergency room. All patients will be seen by orthopedic experts. Costs are typically less, and OSS is open 7 days a week. Remember, if you have a sprain, pop, or break to report, go right to the experts. OSS Orthopedic Urgent Care. 2 great locations, York and now Mechanicsburg. Now that's some good news.
Our giant student section. Todd will be in there a little bit later. I'll be route up from Mechanicsburg. Jeff, 1 point so far in this quarter. Trinity's playing very patient, getting the ball in, doing what they probably want to do.
Christie has them doing exactly what they want to do. They spent a minute 15 to get a real good shot, but it didn't go down. Hopefully they can buy some of these buckets in the second half.
So here comes Trinity. They have played well, but down 11. That's White went to the floor, and we got a little reach-in foul there.
Well, I also have to give credit to Coach C-Mac, Gregg McAllister, because he's built a tent around the lane, and wisely so.
Trinity inbounds. Third quarter from Mechanicsburg, and turned it over.
5-second call. She couldn't get it in bounds.
Courtney Landis had a good first half. Good tenacious defense by Trinity.
And Courtney was really the spark plug when Mechanicsburg started to pull away.
Trying to work it inside. There's Carl. And taken away by the Shamrocks. Sydney Cockler will back it up, and now we'll see how patient Trinity is this time. Long range from Rosman. Nice rebound by Cockler. Couldn't get a roll on a second shot. Mechanicsburg's got the basketball. No field goals in this quarter.
They've had their chances too. Those are good shots, an in and out, nice shot.
Look at the some of the crowd here, some of the younger players. I don't think they're watching the game. It looks like they've got some electronic device in their hand.
No, couldn't be.
And a foul.
Courtney took Brianna to the floor on that one.
Yeah, that's Rosman. That's one of those frustration fouls. You missed an easy layup, and then you attack the defender who gets the rebound.
And she's smiling. She's smiling about it.
The Snapple replay. Tough under the basket. There's Betts White. Oh, if it had gone, would have been a big bucket, but she'll go to the line.
Greg, she snaked her way through 3 defenders, and she's going to have to do that the rest of the game.
She's done that a couple of times tonight.
You know what? They couldn't get anything going. Tell me how. That's a great play. Just get yourself to the basket, draw the foul, and go to the foul line and do that.
Keep using that word tenacious, but boy, look at her weave through traffic through 3 players. Picks up her 5th point of the game at the line. Lead back to 10 now for Mechanicsburg, and Betts White will try to cut it to 9. Down to single digits, which in this game
is a lot.
It's a lot.
Those were 2 big shots. She's shooting 74%. Betts White is coming in tonight from the foul line.
Now that might have been a little ticky-tack on that. A little bit of contact.
Oh my goodness, all of a sudden I feel like I'm at Susquehanna and Jeff's telling him what the foul calls are. You know, I mean, he was so good at it, Greg Mace.
Wow.
Big steal.
Okay, it might be Betts White time.
Her 8th point. And it's a travel, and it's Trinity ball, and we'll see if they can turn this into a 2-point play. Make it 4.
The score wasn't put up on the clock.
Yeah, it's
so,
22.
It's 22. It's 29-22. And this is the kind of thing that, you got to add to it.
Yeah, it is 22. Now they're going to go to the scorekeeper.
They'll remedy that.
Yeah, they put it up.
That was good pressure by Trinity on that ensuing possession, getting the ball right back. They're amping it up a little bit, Greg.
Chance to cut it to 5 or less. And the less is it. Betts White with 11.
It's her time. I saw Mike Scheib in attendance here. She's doing a Mike Scheib imitation. Mike ready to see his son play in the second game.
1:53 left, third quarter here on ABC 27.
No matter the season, when it's time to gear up, you've got to get to Kelly's Sports. Kelly's Sports. Top quality sports equipment for the field, the rink, the court, and more. Matched with the experience and knowledge to help you get the winning edge. Plus all the latest styles from Nike, Adidas, and Under Armour. And a large selection of name brand athletic footwear. Local sports team members get 10% off all purchases. Kelly's Sports. In the High Point Commons, Harrisburg. Or visit online at kellysports.com.
Clay McAllister in the Mechanicsburg huddle, and his team with a 10-point halftime lead, and boy, Trinity has put on a run here in the last minute of this game. 29-25, and Christy Britton's got to be happy with the way her team's connecting. Betts White with 7 points alone here in the last few minutes.
I think it's been the Betts White show, and it may have to be for Trinity to pull this one out.
I mean, we went almost 5 minutes into the quarter without anybody hitting a field goal, and now the lead is down to 4.
Well, they're having a hard time getting it into their bigger girls, and they have to find Hannah again.
And it's Trinity basketball.
Well, they say great players make great plays, and there's another great play. Now, she's got 11 points, Betts White does. And then she just forces a turnover to get the ball back.
And it seems an aggressive player will get the benefit of a call every time.
Back to Mechanicsburg.
That was unfortunate. That was a time where they really could have used some clock. And
Trinity will put pressure on. They have some momentum here as we approach the minute mark of the third quarter. And, last touch by, what are they calling?
They're giving it Trinity ball.
Yeah. So 3 straight turnovers in a close game right here. And this is the Keystone Division, 29-25. This is right where Trinity would want the game, under 45 points.
Well, Trinity's putting some pressure on them man-to-man, and that was a tough pass to catch.
Sandry traveled.
Let's see how they handle this trip up the floor, Greg.
Well, they handle it by putting it into the hands of Betts White, who weaves her way in traffic and draws the foul.
She came to play in the second half.
She is all over the basketball.
I was impressed with her passing in the first half. Her quickness there was unbelievable.
Non-shooting foul. Again through traffic, and foul there. Well, she's just going right at him. Watch Betts White in the last couple of minutes. The steal. Big bucket. 3 from the outside. Cut it to 4.
And Greg, while we were away, Mechanicsburg forced a 5-second call on the out-of-bounds play once again. Look, this is interesting. The 2 big girls are relieving pressure.
Coming up on 30 seconds here in the quarter. Brown just keeps walking in and she'll retain possession.
I think she bounced it off a T-high player's foot.
Trinity on a 7-1 run here in the third quarter. .30 seconds left. Brown, who's got the rebound. Oh, and the scramble to get it. Daniela Rosman with a nice play, but it'll stay with Mechanicsburg.
That's a stingy basket down at that end right now.
1 point for the Wildcats in this quarter, obviously on a free throw. The steal, Sydney Cockler. What a run by Trinity in this quarter.
And it's all predicated by the really good defense.
You're right, Coach Thompson. Trinity's just sitting down and playing good, hard man-to-man now.
Block
and that's Mechanicsburg's answer, right?
There's Sydney. Look at this defense. I mean, it's just not Betts White. It's everybody.
But you know what? This is exactly what the doctor ordered. Nixon comes in and only had 2 fouls. Great job, the coaching staff wrote it out till the end of the first half, and brought her back in. And what Nixon can do is stand right behind her. But she did pick up her third. She can stand right behind Brown and Carl, and makes it a lot difficult for them now. So she's got to come out.
Carl with 12. Those are 2 big free throws.
And she looked really nice shooting those too.
Final seconds, and that is it. A 9-3 run by Trinity here in the third quarter, and we've got a great finish coming up. Mechanicsburg 31, Trinity 27. High School Sports Live, first of our doubleheader, continues from Mechanicsburg on ABC 27.
Do you have a game plan for retirement and college education?
In today's turbulent economic landscape, navigating the market to ensure a secure retirement can be challenging. PAC Financial can help guide you every step of the way.
I define financial independence as when work is optional and retirement's affordable.
So when life throws unexpected obstacles, you can still win the game.
Hi, I'm Steve Morazzo. Contact us today for your free, no-obligation consultation.
This new diet half and half's awesome.
Best part's the lemonade. Best part's the tea.
Lemonade! Tea! Lemonade! Tea! Lemonade! Tea! Lemonade! Tea! Lemonade!
So which half is your favorite?
And they're blended so perfectly, who cares? Tasty tea, tangy lemonade, 10 calories. Snapple diet half and half. Made from the best stuff on earth.
You would like to tweet us, Advanced Hoops 1. Advanced Hoops 1. Sam Sutton to my left is going to pass along your tweets. Jeff, are you a tweeter?
I'm not a tweeter.
My son encourages me to tweet. You would think as a broadcasting media guy. I do it, maybe once every few days I'll throw something out there.
I have hashtagged Gregg Mace before, though.
Oh, wow, thanks.
Is that right?
That's a huge hashtag, Todd.
Greg, I'm a follower, too.
Thank you. I try to say something clever. Advanced Hoops 1, if you'd like to tweet us about this game or anything on your mind. Glad
beautiful pass. What a dish, Sam.
Taylor Sandry. Her first 2 come at a great time. It cuts the lead to 2.
That was a beautiful pass by Brianna.
Nothing is falling for Mechanicsburg.
Defensive rebound to Brianna. What another dish.
Well, even though they missed it, Tremendous momentum. Look at the pressure in the backcourt. Going to call timeout. Now stepped on the line. Well, timeout might have been a wise decision there, but Mechanicsburg still gets it back.
They'll retain possession. Jordan Hurts with a good rebound, but she was double-teamed in the backcourt.
Hey, I'm over here by the...
That's White.
I'm over here by the student section. Here's a great thing about the MASH student section. You talk about the backyard brawl here. They know everybody by first name, and they call out a player's first name. No last name, just their first name. That's telling you a little bit about this matchup.
Todd, did you see the last time they came down the court? The 6'3" girl brought it up.
She's multidimensional.
Another steal by Trinity. Studer right to the basket, and before the bucket. Wow.
Yeah, they called an offensive foul. If you see that on the replay, you'll see her screen the defender out of the play.
And watch. Call it here, Coach.
I think that's a good call. She established position and pushed the defender right out of the play. So you really have to call that.
It's almost like a moving pick, in a sense.
That's exactly what it establishes. It just takes a girl right out of the play.
It was a moving pick. She moved her body, tried to square off to open up the lane, and it was a good call and a quick call. A call in this tough game that upset a lot of coaches, though.
And right back at you, a 5-second call, so we're Trinity ball.
Chance to tie or take the lead.
Is it safe to say there might be some Palmyra Grill fans watching this game tonight with all the implications?
This Keystone race is great.
I'm sure Ron Berman's watching the game.
Patience. Oh, you can see that coming. Back to Mechanicsburg. Well, they need a field goal here. Mechanicsburg's got to put the ball in the bucket. Simple as that. 11-3 Trinity run.
Well, Jordan still got the ball.
Ross. Carl's playing it outside. Mechanicsburg on a 10-game winning streak. Carl. And we'll go back Trinity's way.
Over the back. Nice check out by Trinity. That was a nice looking shot too by Cecily. And Trinity's going to shoot a one-on-one. They're in the bonus.
Well, that's big. 7th foul for Mechanicsburg. Just 4 so far for Trinity. The 1-and-1 would not go, and here come the Wildcats.
Greg, they can't seem to get over that hump, can they?
Oh, they go inside, and the block by Nixon.
They're going to have to ride Nixon out the rest with these 3 fouls. They need her inside.
She's been a big factor. Nice pass again.
That's White the dish. Who's going to get the offensive or defensive rebounds? Nixon, they're going to call a jump ball, and it will go to Mechanicsburg. Watch the block down court here. See, Hurts going up, and Nixon got a nice piece of it. But Mechanicsburg will get it back on their jump, and we got a 5-second. Nope, they called timeout.
They called time, and they're having trouble entering the ball. And they're trying to enter to the 2 big girls.
They really they lost their dribble and tried to, as you said, Coach Thompson, tried to get the ball inside for the nice, easy bucket.
3.5
had to go timeout.
Well, coming up after this game, we'll have the boys' game, Mechanicsburg and Trinity. We have Brandon Rathbun has tweeted us. Trinity playing some solid defense. Can they keep it up? Hashtag, are you ready? Hashtag, what up, Todd McCall?
Hey, Brandon Rathbun from York College. Hey, I got to love that. He's watching. He's maybe a future broadcaster, Brandon Rathbun, out of York College.
That by the way, that hashtag, that's trending worldwide right now. Hey, coming up on Friday night, we'll be up in Syracuse for the Hershey-Syracuse AHL game, and then we got wrestling coming up next week as well. We'll review the schedule with it here on ABC 27.2. All right, Trinity back the other way with it. 2-point basketball game. Trinity has trailed almost the entire game.
What a possession right here.
Betts White, again through traffic, couldn't get it to fall. Big rebound for the Wildcats. Down court, and it goes off the hands of Landis and right back to Trinity.
You're starting to wonder how many opportunities is Mechanicsburg going to give Trinity right here to tie this thing up. And, you know, once they get over that hump to tie it up, it can get really crazy from that point on.
Well, Betts White had a nice drive last time, but those two big girls, they're tough to shoot over. Here she goes again.
Right through, and little reach in. Now again, they're in the bonus. We'll go to the line here. Over the limit.
You see what Betts White does, how well she covers the ball when she goes to the middle. It's almost like she's carrying a football on a third down carry, Gregg Mace, and she just she cups it just enough to keep it. But she's 74% from the line.
So are you calling her LeBron James?
I don't know, she's got a little fullback. Looked like a burst of energy through there on the first down play.
Her 12th point. And the lead is now 1. This to tie it up.
Mechanicsburg needs an answer versus this full court pressure.
Tied at 31. 13 for Betts White. And there is the pressure. 13-3 run for Trinity. Carl. Good rebound. Now Mechanicsburg has to be a little patient here and just not feel like they're in some panic. Well, there's Betts White again with another steal and goes up against Carl, and yes, and it counts. No, they're going to call it. Nope, waving it off. 1-1.
That was interesting because Betts White was...
Yeah, I think she was bumping into her, kind of over her back before that shot over went in. That was a good call.
A good call. I was more interested in the fact that she was able to deny the pass to the big girl way out high.
That is the first Trinity lead. Betts White has 15.
Clearing out with Hannah Brown.
Carl, did you get the steal?
Well, she got the steal, but they called a foul on her.
Didn't like the foul. Another tweet coming in. Ellie Kransel. You ain't seen nothing yet from the MASH student section. They're going to like this. They got the foul. Thanks for tweeting. Advanced Hoops 1. You can tweet us. Sam Sutton will pass those along to us. We'll read them on the air. Under 4 minutes left.
That's only the 15th foul on T. High. Courtney's looking inside to Hannah. Good interior defense by Trinity.
Not intimidated at all. Here's Hertz. Carl.
And they got the walk.
Yeah. Courtney Landis called for a travel. And Trinity with a 2-point lead will come back, and they want a timeout. 3:34 left. Fourth quarter. Trinity's up by 2.
Andy, you had a choice to make. Holidays, the snowman, or that thing. Just scary. But you threw Moeller out and said, I want and. Because you don't go for choices. You go for greatness. So you go with Pizza Hut's Big Dinner Box. Get 2 medium one-topping pizzas, breadsticks, and pick from wings, rollers, pasta, or now a third pizza for just $19.99. And get any other delicious pizza for $10. All hail Andy, the king of the cul-de-sac. Go for greatness, people. Pizza. Make it great.
Christy Britton talking it over with her Trinity Shamrocks. We'd love to hear your thoughts on our Brenner player of the game, Advanced Hoops 1. You can tweet us, and we'll get those passed along. We'll read them on the air. So far, Brianna Betts-White with 15 points. Carl with 13. It's been a good run here for Trinity throughout this third and now into the fourth quarter with 3.5 left.
Well, I think the player of the game is their defensive pressure. They haven't allowed Mechanicsburg to breathe.
31-27 Mechanicsburg after 3, and now it's 33-31, and quite a run here by the Shamrocks. 3:34, though, as you would know as a coach, is an eternity. Trinity trying to break a 10-game Mechanicsburg winning streak. They're looking for their third straight, and they will bring it up, and they've got the points and the clock on their side.
So they can be patient as they want to be right now.
If you're Mechanicsburg, you just got to get a defensive stop and look on the other end at that high low that they had going, Coach Thompson, early in the first half. If you're Trinity, patience, you're right. Patience and get a good look.
Well, I've been impressed with the Trinity bigger girls playing very good post defense.
They're literally going to the old Dean Smith, Carolina weave, 4 corners.
Yeah, this is 4 to score, isn't it?
4 to score.
Trinity wanted a foul.
Can they do this for another 3 minutes?
And what you need to do if you're a defender is just keep the ball to a side. Keep it to a side. Don't let her come back to the middle. I know it's easier said than done, but you literally side her off.
And I want anyone but number 11 handling the ball right now.
Well, nice behind-the-back move by Maddie Christensen. Remember the old days before the 5-second rule? You could just stand there forever with it. I'm just thinking about that North Carolina stall.
That changed the game.
Now remember, a foul here will send Trinity to the line, so that's why they're not out there fouling.
Now they're attempting to keep the ball to the side. Landis does a pretty good job. You'll give that up right there. But keep it to a side. Keep Betts-White out of the middle.
Todd, you want a shot clock, or is this exciting for you?
I like it this way. No shot clock in high school basketball for me.
Coming up to 2 minutes.
Trinity may have to make a decision on who they want to foul.
Sandry.
I think I'd make it pretty soon, too.
They got to create something here. I mean, how long do you wait here?
Well, they've got another 50 seconds before they hit the panic button.
I think it's a great idea for Coach Britton to bring it out like this. They go to the foul line. They're going to try to win it from the foul line.
All right, Courtney Landis decided it was time. And now they will send Taylor Sandry to the line.
And it's a 10th team foul for Mechanicsburg, so she has 2 shots.
Sandry's 63% from the foul line this year.
And Nixon is back into the game. Big bucket for Sandry, her third.
You know, that's exactly what you want. Come away with at least 1 in a game like this.
Trinity's not backing off defensively.
What a shot.
Big bucket by Cecily Carl.
Clutch shot.
And now Willie Harris is calling, yeah, they're going to keep it with Trinity. What is the debate?
They're bringing both, he's talking to both coaches right now. Maybe we can see that.
Well, it cut the lead down to 1. There's Christy Britton. Nixon's going to go back out.
Todd, I don't want to belabor math at all, but if you have a 63% foul shooter and you foul her, chances are she's only going to make 1. And I think they've got to do it rather quickly.
Yeah, I think you stay away from Betts-White. She's tough from the line tonight. She's 74 on the year.
Any other girl.
Offensive foul.
She had her elbow out a little bit. I'd like to talk to Sam Sutton about that, but it looked like she might have pushed off with her elbow.
Well, it'll be Mechanicsburg basketball.
And they still have to get it up court.
We'll watch the foul real quick. We'll let it go because we got a timeout. Look, a little elbow, yep.
It's just her left arm pushing, establishing position. Looked like Charlie Fortney driving down the lane.
All right, 1:20 left. And Trinity has gone on a great second half run. There's Clay McAllister, the Mechanicsburg coach, drawing up what they're going to do on this trip down court.
And he wishes he had Lindy Kaiser in the gray shirt there. She'd go right down the lane and score a layup.
And a look at the Trinity huddle. A reminder, we got the boys game coming up after this one here on ABC 27. Wrestling tomorrow. And then hockey on Friday will be up at Syracuse right here on ABC 27.2 at 7 o'clock as the Bears take on the Crunch. Our Pac Financial play of the game coming up, and we're not going to decide on a Brenner player of the game until somebody comes away victorious here.
This game is not over.
No.
I'd like to say it's a barn burner, but I think it's too cold outside to say that.
Right, and tonight your Brenner Family Dealership player of the game could be somebody who hits the last second shot in a game like this. So even if it is their first two of the game, these kind of games too early to tell.
And they went deep.
And they go to Ross. But the rebound underneath, and there is Courtney Landis again.
Miss excitement once again.
Landis has been that spark, that go-to, that need bucket all night.
And Trinity wants a timeout. And I think we'll stay right here. Boy, what a spark. Landis again, right there to clean it up and put it home.
How did she get down court so quickly? You know, if I'm looking for player of the game from Mechanicsburg and the score stays like this, I like Miss Landis.
Well, we've called her name out a lot tonight. She's got 7 points, and she's not the leading scorer, but boy, those 7 points have been a huge 7 points. They've come at such opportune times.
Oh, you're exactly right, Greg. She has come in at times when Trinity has cut the gap or taken the lead or kept it close, and she's been that spark to put them over the top. And right now, that basket is really big for the whole Keystone Division right now.
It's huge, but I want to talk about coaching from 6-year-olds on up. You always want to see your 6th man or woman do a nice job.
Yeah, you know, your 6th man's just an extended starter. Your 6th woman, we should say, or your 6th girl. It's an extended starter. It's somebody you know you could put in a lineup at any night and start.
Little plug from Twitter, the Heat, saying I think Sydney Cochler should be player of the game. Played amazing. Taylor Sandry, big free throw shot. Thanks for your tweets. Advanced Hoops 1. Let us know what you think. We'll read them on the air here on ABC 27. 1:05 left. Trinity basketball. They're on a 17-5 run, but it's the Wildcats who just hit so far the biggest shot of the game. That's White. Studer, screen, and traveling.
I thought Cecily had really good position that time. Betts White tried to make something happen. She's been doing it all half.
It's interesting what Mechanicsburg did, though. They went to a 2-3, Coach Tom, snuck the 2-3 zone in to keep that penetration out of lane.
We love the 2-3 with the big person, don't we?
Oh, you especially. You were king with it. You won so many games as a Blackhawk coach.
Mechanicsburg by 1. They wanted to travel.
What's the 10-second call here, guys?
They got it across. Good play by Mechanicsburg. See how long they wait to foul. There's Nixon. Stepped in. 1-1.
You know, Greg, that might not be the girl to foul either. She's got a beautiful touch from the foul line.
Well, you know, tonight she's hit them all tonight, but she's 67% from the foul line. So this is a little more pressure right here, Coach
Hey,
Thompson.
throw the percentages out at this point in the ball game.
I think you're right.
Carl's 16th point and a big one. Mechanicsburg by 2. Clay McAllister, Mechanicsburg coach, likes what he just saw. 17 for Carl now.
Ice water in her veins on those 2 shots.
Under 30 seconds. Trinity down 3. Betts White will try and tie it. But Trinity gets it back.
Greg, that was oh so close. She looked good. She established had some good space and had got a real nice shot up.
Yeah, she had a good look at that. So 18.8 Stay tuned for our Brenner Player of the Game, and then we'll have another game to follow here. Boy, talk about the gym heating up. It is almost full in here.
This is beautiful. This is what high school basketball should be all about.
And our CRIA Play of the Game will be coming along as well.
Now here's an interesting part of the game, because you might want to, they're 3 points down, but if I'm Coach Christy Britton, I'm going right to the basket, right as hard as I can, and extend the game. If you take a 3 and miss and Mechanicsburg gets a rebound, it's pretty much the end of the game.
So we'll see what the strategy is here, and see, of course, Betts White has done a great job of weaving her way in through the paint, through 2 and 3 players. A great run by Trinity, but boy, Mechanicsburg, that first half margin could be the difference in this game. And if they win, it will be.
It was a big hill to climb, and they were up at the top.
Well, we talked about all those close losses so far for Trinity, by 4 points twice, 3 points twice, 3 in overtime, 2 and 1 to some of the top teams in the area. See what they do here, down 3. Betts White. Oh, it's going to go to Mechanicsburg. Betts White went off her hands. She was the last one to touch out of a scramble.
Tough call. Tough call.
Yeah. All right, so now Mechanicsburg will trigger it in with a 3-point lead.
Trinity somewhat snake-bitten this season.
Will they foul? They're giving her time. Didn't
got a
call
foul.
anything. Got a foul right now.
Oh, they called
It's a double dribble. Wow.
A new life. The Phoenix rises from the ashes.
So now Trinity gets a chance to tie it, and they have yet another timeout, and Clay McAllister wasn't happy over that. So yet another piece of the drama continues.
You know, guys, this is where you're over there at this point with 9.9. I liked what you said earlier, Coach. I think Trinity kind of forced the 3 early when they got a chance to maybe go to the bucket, and that's been a bread and butter all night, going to the bucket, drawing that foul. But now they're going to come out of this set with a set for a 3. And do you go to Betts White, or do you look at somebody else like Christensen, who has done a nice job from outside? She's got a very nice stroke.
Well, I'm going to play devil's advocate and say Betts White as hard as she can to the basket and put the pressure on the officials to call a 3-point the old-fashioned way.
So here we go. 9.9 left. There, went out of bounds. And here we go. What will Trinity do with the basketball? Betts White for 3 in the tie. One more shot. Well, I think Kevin Kelly thought somebody called timeout.
And if he honored a timeout, they've got to put another couple seconds on the clock.
Well, I guess somebody did call timeout over there. That was interesting.
And it has to be Trinity. It was Trinity's ball.
Yeah.
But if I were Christy Britton right now, I'd be talking about another 2 seconds on the clock.
Well, Trinity's going to have the ball, guys, underneath their own basket.
So now the die is cast. You have to go for a 3, an out-of-bounds play that'll. And I like the pass where you pass it and screen back for the inbounds.
For the shooter coming out.
Longtime assistant John Studer looking on. They're looking at the clock. They've got to go for 3, as both coaches have said here. So here we go. One shot to tie.
Is there a miracle?
Trinity down 3 in the basketball. Got to go out top to tie. Christensen. And Mechanicsburg has won 11 in a row. Well, what a great finish. Player of the game, your thoughts?
Well, I go back and forth. I would have to say that it would be Cecily Carl. Just the ice water. The first half, she owned the first half. She had 2 big free throws at the end.
And I would agree with you. 17 points. A great run for Trinity to end this game. And
looks like Todd went in the locker room after her, too.
Well, I think he's going to have her over there. This will be our player of the game. We'll take a short break and come back with Cecily Carl. 37-34, Mechanicsburg wins the opener.
Under a new state law, all electronics must be recycled.
Welcome to the Dauphin County Recycling Center, where recycling is quick, easy, and free.
You may recycle appliances or even cell phones.
We're open 6 days a week, and recycling is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Contact our helpful staff at the Recycling Center or visit our website for more information.
Help us protect our planet, because tomorrow does matter.
You already know your Giant bonus card is a great way to bag real savings on groceries. But it does so much more, like helping you pump up your fuel discount with Gas Extra Rewards. Just by using your Giant bonus card, you'll save 10 cents per gallon for every $100 you spend. So the more you buy, the more you save. Gas Extra Rewards, fueled by Giant.
Sweetheart.
Hey, you two, it's dinner time. When Marcus and Michelle were starting their family, they came to the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency for their home loan. We're proud we could help Marcus, Michelle, and Mia. If you're looking for an affordable home loan or refinancing option, give us a call. We offer down payment and closing cost assistance too. Call us weekdays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. or check our website. We're the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency. We help home ownership dreams come true.
Ruff Tractor and Equipment is PA's full-line equipment dealer representing Case Construction along with other leading manufacturers. Ruff Tractor celebrates its 55th year in business, serving the total sales, rental parts, and service needs of its customers. Ruff Tractor paves the way for your project from start to finish, featuring the latest parts and equipment from Case Construction and more. Ruff also offers 24/7 job site support. Ruff Tractor is your #1 source for everything under construction.
Our Advanced Hoops postgame begins with our Brenner Player of the Game. And she's standing by with Todd McCall.
Thank you, Greg. I'm here with Cecily Carl, the Brenner Family Dealership Player of the Game. You had 17 points tonight, a big win in the Keystone Division. And you and Hannah Brown had a high-low going early, and you got kind of went away from it. What happened there in the second half?
We just lost our mojo, I guess. We knew that Trinity was going to come back out strong in the third quarter, and we knew that it wasn't going to be as easy as staying at a 10-point lead or whatever we had at halftime. But we were able to get it back with a couple big plays and rebounds, especially Courtney with the offensive rebound off of Megan's missed layup in transition. That was a big play for us.
Well, you came in, you were 67% from the foul line, but boy, you hit them when you needed them tonight. And talk about how big this is in the Keystone. You really needed to get this.
Yeah, my free throws have been something I've been struggling with all year. We shoot them every day at practice, and for some reason, sometimes I can't make them during the games, but my teammates really picked me up at the end when I had to shoot in the 1-and-1, and they told me that this is what I've been working for, and they're great. I love my teammates. They're the reason why we won this game. Everything, I owe all my hard work and all of our success to them. So.
All right, thank you, Cecily. Greg, you heard it. Hard work, success goes to her teammates. She's very modest, but they are the Keystone leaders right now, standing at 10-1 in the Keystone Girls Division in first place. Greg?
All right, now check out our CRIA play of the game. And this, really, we talk so much about Courtney Landis in this game as we watch her follow that shot, and this really, really helped Mechanicsburg down the stretch.
I think it epitomized the game right there. They really struggled in the second half, but Courtney gave them that big lift. And then Cecily hit 2 big foul shots.
Well, that was a great game. I mean, you looked at the way Trinity hung so tough there after being down by 10 at the half, went on these great runs of 17-7 at one point. But Mechanicsburg been so impressive this year. That's 11 straight wins now for the Wildcats.
Well, it almost looked, and you alluded to this late in the game, it almost looked like Mechanicsburg knew how to win and just a little bit better than Trinity did. I thought Christie did a great job getting them to come out and play with defensive pressure, and it turned the game around. They just couldn't get over the hill.
You know, I talked about throughout the game how Trinity has really played the toughest schedule of any team in AAA, and now you look at their losses, and now they have 2 by 4 points, now 3 by 3, 1 by 2, 1 by 1, 3 in overtime. This still bodes very, very well, I think, for them in the AAA playoffs coming up.
I do, too. They've been battle-tested, and I always feel that if you lose a tough game, at some point in the future, you're going to win a tough game, and it just kind of evens out, and hopefully that'll help them in the playoffs. That's where it'll come back.
All right, we'll take a look at some of the scoring here. Betts White had 15 points. Cockler had a great game. She had 6. Christensen with 6. Sandry had 3, and Rosman with 2. How about Carl? 17 points. She had 11 in the first half. They were dominant inside, but then she said she's been working on her free throws, and she hit a lot of big ones right there.
She didn't miss one, but what I was impressed with was she also brought the ball up court. And when they were struggling to bring it up, they went to her to bring the ball up court. Pretty impressive for a girl that's 6'3".
Yeah, Hannah Brown had 8 points in the first half, went up with 9. Landis, we talked about her, at 1 point for play of the game. She had the play of the game. She had 7 points, and then Hertz, who I thought played very, very well as the general out there. Jordan Hertz had a really good game. That was a terrific game. That was a lot of fun. You know, it started out really slow. We're like, is anybody going to score? And it turns out to be one of the best girls' games of the year.
It was a super game. It was a lot of fun to be here. The excitement was building the whole game. We're packed for the boys' game. This is going to be a lot of fun for you in the second game.
All right, Jeff, as always, thanks for being with us, and a lot of fun working with you.
Oh, it's great working with you, Greg.
Jeff and I go back many, many years to our childhood, so that's good. Jeff Thompson, longtime area coach. When we come back, we'll talk about the boys' game. Charlie Fortney will join us. Stay with us. The boys, Mechanicsburg and Trinity, coming up next here on ABC 27.
No matter the season, when it's time to gear up, you've got to get to Kelly's Sports. Kelly's Sports. Top quality sports equipment for the field, the rink, the court, and more. Matched with the experience and knowledge to help you get the winning edge. Plus all the latest styles from Nike, Adidas, and Under Armour. And the large selection of name brand athletic footwear. Local sports team members get 10% off all purchases. Kelly's Sports. In the High Point Commons, Harrisburg. Or visit online at kellysports.com.
Commonwealth Connections Academy, a tuition-free public cyber school serving students in kindergarten through 12th grade.
Borman & Babb Certified Public Accountants is a full-service accounting, tax, and consulting firm with over 17 years' experience serving the central Pennsylvania region. From taxes to payroll, from corporate accounting to business consulting, let Borman & Babb help you achieve your financial success.
Today, we have some breaking news on the West Shore. Some spraining, twisting, popping news. It appears that Mechanicsburg is getting a state-of-the-art OSS orthopedic urgent care. This is what we know so far. OSS urgent care is much faster than the emergency room. All patients will be seen by orthopedic experts. Costs are typically less. And OSS is open 7 days a week. Remember, if you have a sprain, pop, or break to report, go right to the experts. OSS Orthopedic Urgent Care. 2 great locations, York and now Mechanicsburg. Now that's some good news.
This new diet half and half's awesome.
Best part's lemonade. Best part's a tea.
Lemonade! Tea! Lemonade! Tea! Lemonade! Tea! Lemonade! Tea! Lemonade!
So which half is your favorite? And they're blended so perfectly, who cares? Tasty tea, tangy lemonade, 10 calories. Snapple diet half and half. Made from the best stuff on earth.
Hey guys, just in time.
When Julie wanted to provide some stability for her 2 boys, she reached out to the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency for her home loan. We're proud we could help Julie and her family. If you're looking for an affordable home loan or refinancing option, give us a call. We offer down payment and closing cost assistance too. Call us weekdays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. or check our website. We're the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency. We help home ownership dreams come true.
Do you have a game plan for retirement and college education?
In today's turbulent economic landscape, navigating the market to ensure a secure retirement can be challenging. Pac Financial can help guide you every step of the way.
I define financial independence as when work is optional and retirement's affordable.
So when life throws unexpected obstacles, you can still win the game.
Hi, I'm Steve Morazzo. Contact us today for your free, no-obligation consultation.
Under a new state law, all electronics must be recycled.
Welcome to the Dauphin County Recycling Center, where recycling is quick, easy, and free.
You may recycle appliances or even cell phones.
We're open 6 days a week, and recycling is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Contact our helpful staff at the Recycling Center or visit our website for more information.
Help us protect our planet, because tomorrow does matter.
The Advanced Hoops basketball program has professional skill training. Advanced Hoops is unique as we offer professional point guard and dribbling with Gerald Jarman.
As a former point guard at the University of Richmond, I led one of the greatest upsets ever against Syracuse in 1991. I get more fulfillment out of teaching young athletes the things that I learned and the keys that I learned, both in college and professionally.
Charlie Fortney's shooting instruction is amazing. He's helped many high-level players get a great shooting foundation for the college level.
Doubleheader of High School Sports Live here on ABC 27. It's the Trinity boys against Mechanicsburg, presented by PHFA. Gregg Mace, Charlie Fortney joins us. Todd McCall again with us for game number 2. Great girls game, great run by Trinity, but a great first half by Mechanicsburg. Vaults the Mechanicsburg girls to a 3-point victory. Now we talk about the boys. Mechanicsburg has been a little up and down this year so far. They got off to a great start, Charlie. Calendar year has not been so good. Trinity off to a very rough start, but they've had a good back-to-back games, wins over Lower Dauphin and Cedar Cliff. So a typical Keystone battle, I think, coming up now on this one.
Well, I talked to Coach Strickler before the game. He can count on Bruner and Shankweiler to show up, and there's a lot of colleges that want those boys to play there. That's not his problem around the basket. But if he can get Cope, Brocius, or Alial to come up with about 15 points tonight, somebody to go with the big guys, he has a chance of having a home court double win tonight like they did last year on High School Sports Live. But he's got to have somebody else step up big because Trinity is playing extremely well.
Yeah, when those two guys haven't scored over double figures, they haven't won a game yet. I want to show you what happened in the last game between these two teams because, of course, you play a home-and-home series. Hey, look who was in the crowd. Penn State tight end Adam Brenneman for that first game. Here's Dom Antonelli. He'll hit the jumper for Trinity. He is 20 points away from 1,000. I don't think he's thinking about that tonight. Here's his jumper, his layup in the game against Mechanicsburg. When we talked about Zach Bruner, Bruner's going to hit here, and Mechanicsburg won the first game at Trinity 54-48. Well, we talked about Trinity, Todd. They had a very rough start, very uncharacteristic of the Trinity Shamrocks, but they're starting to play a little bit better.
Well, Greg, they started out 1-8, but now they're 5-10. They just come off a big victory in overtime against Lower Dauphin, and I think tonight, Trumpy comes big stage. He's one of those players that he can get you 30 if you don't watch out. I think tonight, because it's that backyard game, throw everything out. But when Trinity gets into double A in the districts, they could win it because they're in a tough Keystone division.
Yeah, in fact, Trinity is still, despite the fact they've got a losing record and then some, because of the way the districts are set up, they got a chance to win it. So not only are you thinking about the Keystone standings, and McDevitt, as you can see on top, they are undefeated. McDevitt and Jeff Hoker having a great year. You're not worried, Trinity's certainly not worried about taking any kind of a run there. They're worried about just getting in the playoffs and then getting a little momentum, Charlie.
Every coach feels that it's not how you start the season, it's how you finish the season. But the standings are so tough on the points that you do have to be consistent enough to make it in. Trinity does not have that problem because they play up so much. But tonight's about momentum. Trinity needs to keep it going. Mechanicsburg needs to get it going. We'll see what's going to happen here.
All right, opening tip of our doubleheader is coming up. First game was a barn burner. Let's check out the second. It's the Trinity boys and the Mechanicsburg boys. High School Sports Live up next here on ABC 27.
Hey guys, just in time.
when Julie wanted to provide some stability for her 2 boys, she reached out to the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency for her home loan. We're proud we could help Julie and her family. If you're looking for an affordable home loan or refinancing option, give us a call. We offer down payment and closing cost assistance too. Call us weekdays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. or check our website. We're the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency. We help homeownership dreams come true.
You already know your Giant bonus card is a great way to bag real savings on groceries. But it does so much more, like helping you pump up your fuel discount with Gas Extra Rewards. Just by using your Giant bonus card, you'll save 10 cents per gallon for every $100 you spend. So the more you buy, the more you save. Gas Extra Rewards, fueled by Giant.
Today, we have some breaking news on the West Shore. Some spraining, twisting, popping news. It appears that Mechanicsburg is getting a state-of-the-art OSS orthopedic urgent care. This is what we know so far. OSS urgent care is much faster than the emergency room. All patients will be seen by orthopedic experts. Costs are typically less, and OSS is open 7 days a week. Remember, if you have a sprain, pop, or break to report, go right to the experts. OSS Orthopedic Urgent Care. 2 great locations, York and now Mechanicsburg. Now that's some good news.
Chrysler, Jeep, Nissan. The Brenner family of dealerships is proud to support high school sports live. We've been serving Central PA for over 92 years and have everything that you're looking for when purchasing a vehicle. Great customer service, great pricing and selection, an excellent service department for the life of your vehicle. All at the Brenner family of dealerships on the Carlisle Pike Mechanicsburg and 24/7 at BrennerFamily.com. Serving Central PA for over 92 years.
High School Sports Live continues on ABC 27, our doubleheader, Trinity and Mechanicsburg. Look in the foreground of veteran coach Larry Kostelek. Charlie, we talked about the fact that Trinity has more than a great shot at making the districts and perhaps even a chance to take a run at the district title. Here, as of Sunday, when the last power rankings came out, they were sitting 6th with a record of 4-10. Now, that's not to say that the other teams are, some of these teams are obviously struggling. You look at Columbia 11-4, but because Trinity plays up a lot, there's a lot of quad A schools.
Yeah, you can't even judge it by any of that. But the Keystone Division is the most. Talking to Coach Strickler before the game, the other Keystone coaches agree. I mean, he said in our interview before the game, he said, you know, we started out the year picked 7th, and when I looked at all the teams, I really said, you know what? He didn't really blame the ranking at first because there's so many good teams, and no coach wants to be picked 4th when you want to rather be picked 7th and finish 5th or 6th and finish 4th. You'd rather do better than fall on the other side of that. But no, Trinity's actually in a good position going into playoffs with the competition they face.
And a look at the starting lineup. Breon Koch, Zach Bruner, talked about how much he's scored this year. Number 5 is Evan Brocious. Reed Alioth. And Drew Shankweiler. So we are set. Not sure if we'll play the anthem or not here. And we will. We'll play it for both games.
That student section's looking pretty ready over there. That Giant student section has Giant T-shirts everywhere. They're looking pretty good. They're ready to go.
And we're ready for our national anthem. rendition of the national anthem from our Mechanicsburg students.
Yeah, it looks like a trio of singers. Even Coach Strickler went up to him and said, guys, great job. That's it, Coach Bob Strickler. He's such a, he's in the school. He coaches baseball. He's a basketball coach. It's neat to see when high school coaches are intertwined in the student body and are not just focused on the tunnel vision of just coaching my team and that's it.
Well, Mechanicsburg won the first meeting between these two schools 54-48. A look at our Giant student section.
They look good over there.
Thank Rick Herring, president of Giant, for coming on with us earlier. I had a great chat with him.
Well, the living here, giving here. Greg, the stats I heard, they're staggering, the amount of families in the Dauphin County, Cumberland County, 10-county region that are struggling and they need the assistance with the food.
We encourage you, if you come out to one of our games, High School Sports Live, to donate. So here we go. And the tip is controlled by Trinity. Dom Antonelli.
Antonelli playing very well in the last couple outings. This is one of the things he does best, is take it to the hole, and he has a nice pull-up. And he has good shoulders. As a guard, he has the strength to finish those shots.
Of course, his brother's playing at Wake Forest. These are two big, strong teams. Brandon Kuntz playing Zach Bruner. Good power move to the basket by Drew Schenkweiler.
And Drew Schenkweiler committed to the University of Scranton. Congratulations to Drew for making that college decision. Boy, they got a lot of player there, 6'7" worth.
Josh Trumpy.
Trumpy, a nice ball player, can hit it from 15 and take it to the rack. Good jumping skills as well.
Bruner through traffic. Got the rebound. Second shot, and a third one finally goes for Bruner.
Well, one thing about Zach Bruner, if he gets the ball around the basket, it's either a basket or he gets fouled. And you see the guard skills. Before the all-season started, Coach Strickler told Zach Bruner he may have to run some points. So he worked on that throughout the offseason, and it shows.
Underneath. Nice bucket there by Kyrie Calley.
Kyrie Calley, they're high on him at Trinity. Playing very well. They're really liking what he brings to the table. He's 6'3", athletic. Nice ball player, Kyrie Calley.
Alley off. Going to go to the other back court. No violation because it last touched a Trinity hand. Early going, fast pace. Mechanicsburg in the home white with the maroon trim. Shamrocks in their traditional green and white. This move behind the back by Bruner. Up over Kuntz. Brandon got the rebound for the Shamrocks. Calley again, and it's an offensive foul.
It's a good call, but you can't fault the aggressiveness of Calley. And Coach Kostelak, he'd rather come on the road being on the aggressor than being passive. Nice look, though, for Lattimore underneath. Keep doing that. It's going to go your way. Mechanicsburg does a textbook. Get it to the middle, break the press. That's how you do it.
Alley off. Who got the ball? Goes right into the hands of Schenkweiler.
Well, that was kind of like a lucky play where it bounced off the guy's hand and it went right to him for a layup. This is a game of watching some pretty good big guys, I'll tell you.
Trumpy from the outside. Josh Trumpy with 4.
That was close to a three-pointer. I think his foot was on the line. He was way out there.
Almost a nice defensive play, but it results in 2 for Bruner.
Bruner has it down to Marymount and Wilkes College. He is tough. The defense for Trinity in the interior has got to pick up because these are baskets. Once Mechanicsburg getting it inside, Greg, Todd, I don't know what you're seeing under the basket, Todd, but I'm not seeing defense on the interior from Trinity.
Long three. Alley off. Oops, off the foot. Good recovery by Zach Bruner. Eight all. Middle of the first quarter, and Trinity comes away off the turnover. So Antonelli going to take it himself off the glass. Who got the rebound? A lot of banging underneath.
Kuntz, I think, fouled Bruner from behind.
Mechanicsburg in their half set, they're running a very nice motion offense, and they're going box to box with very intense screens. They're putting on a screening clinic down on box to box, and they're just feed it in easy. And Charlie, you mentioned it. It looks a little too easy for Zach Bruner tonight. It's the easy looks that he's got already.
Bruner will set it. They'll go low, and coming out of that was Jack Walsh.
Yeah, Jack's only a sophomore. Big, strong kid. Trinity has a future inside there.
And Trinity just going with their classic flex offense through the years. They've run it so many times. They've got so many little wrinkles out of it. Flares off fades. Look for Antonelli to fade off of that flex cut look once in a while. I'm thinking back to Mikey Walker days, guys.
Nice look inside. There's Callie. He's got 4.
So that whole play was directed by Dom Antonelli. I got to give him a lot of credit playing like point guard from the wing, quarterback. He just directed that whole play.
Look at that hustle. I thought they were going to call a jump there. Mike Haynes, nice hustle, good defense. And Dylan Snyder comes into the Mechanicsburg lineup.
You know, guys, I talked to young Larry Koslek. I like to kid him a lot about, coaching with his father and many games that we had. And one of the big things, they're very optimistic on this Trinity bench. They're 5-10, but they're like, look, we'll settle down if we can come away and get a big victory here tonight in the Keystone. Just gets us back in the picture.
Alioth. Antonelli spun away with a rebound. Quick look for Trumpy. Six points for Trumpy.
Yeah, Trumpy's come to play tonight, and if he's got it going like that, hitting from outside, hitting from inside, this is a good sign for Trinity, guys.
Big time jam. I got to give a shout out here because I know that Josh Trumpy's grandparents are watching us on our live stream in Cincinnati. And for those of you who don't know, we've done stories with him before, Bob Trumpy, his grandfather, great player for the Cincinnati Bengals, just as well known, if not more, for his longtime work with Bob Costas and Dick Enberg and Don Crickey and folks at NBC Sports doing the National Football League. Off the scramble, who's got the basketball? Oh, it's a jump, it's a scrum, it's a rugby scrum. But again, let me just say hi to Bob Trumpy's wife out there in Cincinnati. Thanks for watching on the stream. We know got a lot of folks watching on our live stream tonight here on ABC 27.
And Greg, from up here, the kids are playing hard. Todd, you're on the floor. What does it look like down there?
Same thing you see. Just they're getting after it. This is that backyard brawl we talk about. This is that neighborhood game.
It does seem early on like Trinity stands out as being not any more aggressive, but ahead of the curve on aggressiveness tonight.
Zach Bruner.
That's 6 for Bruner already, guys. And what I mean that is he comes in with 15.1 on the year, but these looks are real easy for Bruner right now, and it's almost too easy. And I say that because I know that Coach Koslek is in the game plan drawing up. Let's make it a little tougher on Bruner. Maybe keep him without the catch.
Well, Bruner is 6'4" at the most, but his wingspan, if it was measured, was probably a guy 6'6", 6'7". It's a long arms extension when he reaches out.
He's also very fundamental, guys. Very fundamental square-up player.
Yeah, I know Jerry Rickroad at Wilkes. Really, I spent a lot of time with him in Marymount as well, and he's narrowing it down to those and maybe one or two others. But He's just going to make somebody happy at the next level because he's fundamentally sound.
Alioff.
This is what Coach Strickler talked about in pregame. He just needed somebody else to help his big guys out tonight to make it easy on his team.
And we talked about the fact that when those guys aren't in double figures, they haven't won a game yet. That's the help they need. They have they're 2-4 in the calendar year after an 8-1 start. Minute left, under a minute left. Antonelli's jumper. Bruner got the rebound.
Well, you got your two biggest guys on the court leading the fast break. One of them should be under the basket. Losing Josh Smith last year and Colin Farnham was tough on the Wildcats. And to be 10-5 right now is not too bad, Greg, considering what the adversity they went through that way.
Shankweiler got a block.
Well, I'd like to see a replay if possible on this because it looked like a good call, but it also looked like the guys are on this one good. Yep, and that could have went either way. I don't know. That was Greg, what do you think? That was a close one.
You're the coach.
I'm the coach, okay. Todd, what'd that look like? You were right next to the play.
Hey, I go with the referees. I'm trying to be the nice guy now.
Well, you're down there where, you could get in trouble if they find out you're criticizing.
No, I'm trying to make friends with Donnie Epley if I ever get back in the ballgame again.
Quick substitutions here. Mike Gagliardi comes in.
I'll tell you a player that's really helped Mechanicsburg, Breon Koch, football player, number 1 there for Mechanicsburg, brings some athleticism to the lineup.
So Mechanicsburg with a 2-point advantage. Great first quarter. One shot for Trinity. Antonelli will get it. And he connects to tie the game at the end of one. 14-14. High School Sports Live continues on ABC 27.
This new diet half and half's awesome.
Best part's lemonade. Best part's a tea.
Lemonade! Tea! Lemonade! Tea! Lemonade! Tea! Lemonade! Tea! Lemonade!
So which half is your favorite? And they're blended so perfectly, who cares? Tasty tea, tangy lemonade, 10 calories. Snapple diet half and half. Made from the best stuff on earth.
High School Sports Live is sponsored in part by Keystone Tax Associates, a specialized sales and use tax consulting business, by the Carlisle Sentinel. Log on to Cumberlink.com for high school sports coverage and more. And by Sports Recruiters, your vehicle for sports success. SportsRecruiters.com. A look at the Mechanicsburg huddle. And good first quarter. Real good first quarter.
Trinity seems to need a role player other than Antonelli. You got Antonelli and Trumpy going. You got Tyree going. They just need somebody else. It just seems like both teams need help from the role players tonight. The main players are carrying the teams right now.
Trumpy missed. Brocious got it out to Koch. Got the roll there. Trumpy looking for a pass. I like the way Callie's playing.
Yeah, I just looked over to our Twitter mania guy, Sam Sutton, and I said, who is this Callie guy? I mean, 6'3" sophomore, very athletic. He's that player that you don't see much of in the area, is that bigger wing that's athletic.
Zach Bruner to take it coast to coast, but Trumpy got the rebound out to Antonelli. And Antonelli hits, he's got 6.
Isn't this something? Zach Bruner played forward for 3 years for Mechanicsburg, is playing point guard. What a great education for the college level for this guy.
Almost. Antonelli's got it. Look at Callie with a save. Oh, is that a jump ball out of that? No, foul.
I don't agree with this. You got 2 guys going for a ball. You don't give somebody a penalty when it's a jump ball. Callie came out of nowhere. That might. Wow.
And
it might be too early in the game for that to be play of the game potential. But I like that play of the. Let's mark that one, baby. That might be a play of the game.
Trumpy.
You know, on the replay, his foot might have been on line, but he was so fast, I wouldn't have saw that if I was a ref either.
Yeah. Hey, you can tweet us, Advanced Hoops 1. Sam Sutton here, our Twitter mania expert, is passing those along to us. And if you've got something you'd like to say to us, Advanced Hoops 1, we've gotten a lot of tweets tonight.
I just wish Mechanicsburg had someone else to bring the ball up, because you're missing Bruner on the block, and he's as Johnny on the spot finishers you're going to get in this area if he can be the guy underneath. Like right there.
Yeah, nice play. There's Bruner with 8.
You know, Greg and Todd, if Bruner has to bring the ball up and then go post up after a while, that's going to tire a guy out. But you got to do what you got to do.
Save. Nope. Goes back to Mechanicsburg. There's a look at our Giant student section. Great to have Rick Herring on with us, president of Giant tonight. Thank them for all their support of High School Sports Live. Brocious. Trumpy got the boards.
Well, Antonelli's well on his way of getting recognized for 1,000 points here tonight.
Got 6, yep.
If we can just stay at that pace, we'll be celebrating that. We've done that before, Greg, 1,000-point scores.
Callie reached in. That's always fun when they take the ball, and I don't think that's what he's thinking about tonight, but he certainly knows what he's got to get to that point.
Hey guys, Austin Gilbertson, a freshman for Trinity, has checked in the game. He's 6 foot, and I was standing by him just to make sure he's 6 foot, but we got a true freshman on the floor, maybe the future of Trinity Shamrock basketball.
Yeah, Austin is. He's a real gutsy player. He's a combo guard, can be a point or a 2, can run a team, score the basketball. He's a very confident young man, too, Austin Gilbertson.
Alioff fouls against Antonelli.
And I think back to some of the greats at Trinity, like you go back to some of them who played 4 years. Mikey Walker, gone on to Penn State University. Zach Wyatt, some of these guys that went in.
Johnny Moe.
Johnny Moe. Oh, was he a nightmare for me as a coach.
Drew Dawson,
Drew Dawson,
coached a number of years in the Division I and still involved in coaching.
Alioff gives his team a 20-17 lead.
And I'd have to say, guys, that I think the reason why Mechanicsburg is winning this game is Trinity's not stopping the fast break. They're not defending the transition game.
Travel.
That's Laurel Robinson. He's wondering what happened. Well, he traveled.
Mechanicsburg with a 3-point advantage. Look at some of the students, and it's a great crowd here tonight.
It is. You know, when we were because of the weather, you wondered before the girls' game, 5 minutes before, the crowd wasn't as big. All of a sudden, it poured in the first quarter of the girls' game, and it's as good of a crowd as we would see in this rivalry. This is a big gym. Seats, I think, 1,800, Greg.
And Mechanicsburg didn't have school today. They had exams, and they were one of the schools that called off, so we weren't sure if we were going to play, but glad we are.
If you don't mind, all my Steel High teammates sitting at home and all the Harrisburg kids we played against, Steel High won the first Mid-Penn championship ever on this court in 1989, right? Wow. And that was our team. We're proud to say that.
There we go. Rita Alioff. Next dead ball will be a TV timeout, so these guys will get a breather. Antonelli, whistle and a foul. 22-17 is our score, 3:37 left. Here in the second quarter of play, you're watching High School Sports Live on ABC 27.
Today, we have some breaking news on the West Shore. Some spraining, twisting, popping news. It appears that Mechanicsburg is getting a state-of-the-art OSS orthopedic urgent care. This is what we know so far. OSS urgent care is much faster than the emergency room. All patients will be seen by orthopedic experts. Costs are typically less, and OSS is open 7 days a week. Remember, if you have a sprain, pop, or break to report, go right to the experts. OSS Orthopedic Urgent Care. 2 great locations, York and now Mechanicsburg. Now that's some good news.
The Advanced Hoops basketball program has professional skill training. Advanced Hoops is unique as we offer professional point guard and dribbling with Gerald Jarman.
As a former point guard at the University of Richmond, I led one of the greatest upsets ever against Syracuse in 1991. I get more fulfillment out of teaching young athletes the things that I learned and the keys that I learned, both in college and professionally.
Charlie Fortney's shooting instruction is amazing. He's helped many high-level players get a great shooting foundation for the college level.
I always mentioned the 2 degrees of separation. The official right there is Vince Peace, who played at McDevitt. He's in the lower left corner there. I remember calling his name out many times.
Yeah, Vince, here he is, lower left corner caller. Vince actually had a chance to play with me when I was coaching the Horizon for a little bit. And like all of us, when you hang up the sneakers, you say, I ran into him when I saw him reffing the first time 5 or 6 years ago. I said, I guess you hung up the sneakers like I coach, you ref. You know, us guys, we either coach or ref.
Ref, sure, yeah.
Because playing has to stop sooner or later. Greg, what are we up to, 8 there for Antonelli?
7.
7, okay.
Is that right? I'll double check that.
So anybody at home wants to Twitter us their thoughts on player of the game or even Antonelli's prospects of scoring 1,000 points? We'd love to hear from you. A lot of young players out here. Lattimore, number 3 for Trinity, point guard. Gilbert's in there, keeping him on the court, number 11.
Shankweiler is number 30.
Nice post pass.
Shankweiler's got 7.
Morgan, I got my names wrong here, but I'll tell you what, the point guard that entered that ball, number 14, Greg, I'm missing my name here. Yeah, Alioff. What a nice entry pass. Kids at home.
There's Trumpy, he's got 9. The Trinity's hanging right with him.
Now, Kostelak's yelling, now let's play some defense on the other end. He's really just trying to get his guys to we got to make a stop. You can't just keep trading baskets here. Todd, as a coach, I know that you taught your teams that.
And, you know, normally Trinity's always sitting down in their defense. I think that's been Achilles' heel for them this year. It's just giving up some easy buckets.
2:31 left here, second quarter. Mechanicsburg by 4 here on ABC 27.
Today, we have some breaking news on the West Shore. Some spraining, twisting, popping news. It appears that Mechanicsburg is getting a state-of-the-art OSS orthopedic urgent care. This is what we know so far. OSS urgent care is much faster than the emergency room. All patients will be seen by orthopedic experts. Costs are typically less, and OSS is open 7 days a week. Remember, if you have a sprain, pop, or break to report, go right to the experts. OSS Orthopedic Urgent Care. 2 great locations, York and now Mechanicsburg. Now that's some good news.
Mechanicsburg High School. Look at the big crowd here. Gregg Mace, Charlie Fortney, Todd McCall. High School Sports Live presented by PHFA tonight.
Well, we've had some snowouts.
Has been a rough year weather-wise.
You know what, though? It has allowed us to add some games, and we have some ones we're getting ready to announce that I think the fans in the area want to see.
Bruner's got 10. Coming up on 2 minutes. We got our halftime shootout coming up.
You know, Zach Bruner's just making it look really easy tonight.
And that's what Trumpy needs to do. He needs to put pressure on the bigs from Mechanicsburg. He needs to go at them hard, draw some fouls.
So Josh Trumpy will go to the line. Trinity's had some tough luck this year, but a lot of times they're just not, they just haven't shot as well as they have in the past, and it's really been the cause.
I like Trumpy. I really do. I like his, I mean, if I'm a college coach, I like what a kid like this can bring to the table because he's shade over 6'7", 6'6", 6'7", can jump like we saw him earlier, can shoot the outside J. Probably needs to get a little more of the wing skills, but he could develop, Greg.
Yeah, he's got a lot of talent, a lot of great natural ability. Brendan Lattimore will take a seat. Ryan Grogan comes in. 5-point game here in the second quarter. Trumpy, the aforementioned, gets the rebound. What are we giving away at halftime? Kelly gift cards?
Yeah, $50 Kelly's gift cards. And here's what's good about it. Kelly Sporting Goods gift card for every shooter. Like if all 10 shooters make the shot, everybody gets a $50 gift card.
NBA three-pointer.
Well, NBA, a little past the college
right.
line. Well, the college line now, Greg's another 6 inches or so further.
Yep.
I'm so glad it wasn't like that when I was in college.
I was going to say.
I like the easy. We always get them from the student section, the giant student section. As kids get excited, there's some. We had 2 make it in the first. I think it was the first broadcast.
Yeah, you're right.
2.
That won the other night.
Well, little Charlie was the only one that got close the other night. He bugged me. He was not, Dad, can I do it? And then I said, well, we can't. We already gave the shirts out. And then my assistant said, you know what? He can just represent Advanced Hoops. I said, you know what? That's appropriate.
Right. That's good.
He almost made it.
6-point lead for Mechanicsburg. Trumpy, didn't get the roll, the fingertip. Kuntz got the rebound, and he got fouled.
Well, I'll tell you what, we're not talking about Kuntz enough tonight. That's a strong kid, 6'5". I know he likes to boast about the football side of things, but I'll tell you what, this kid he's a luxury to have as a backup or a sidekick to Trumpy.
Got it. So Brandon hits his first free throw, his first point of the game.
You guys, when I look at this Trinity team, it just goes to show and tell you how literally tough this Keystone division is. When you've got Trump and you've got Kuntz, big size guys like that, the parity right now is just unbelievable.
And I'm going to make a couple comments about the Keystone division. I think the starting 5 for a lot of these Keystone division teams is tremendous. I don't think we have like when you go to player number 6, 7, 8, you got a lot of young kids playing that it's not their time yet, or this league could really be tough. And I think we're seeing that. I know one coach I talked to said, hey, 4 or 5 of the football guys that were going to come out didn't come out. It would have gave me a more supporting cast. And so coaches have to deal with that at this level. But that's one thing I noticed in the division. It's not deep when you go to the bench, but it's strong in those first units.
Again, tweet us, Advanced Hoops 1. Glad to read your comments on the air. And the free throw by Alioff gives him his 7th point of the game. 14-14 after 1. A chance to make it 29-22 when he does, with under a minute left. Second quarter. Kuntz, good use of the glass, and he's got 3. See if Mechanicsburg opts for 1. $20 seconds left in the half.
Well, if you're going to go this far, you might as well get the last shot. Now you're at 11. Alley off with the ball. Looking for Bruner at the high post.
Oh, dragging a foot. That doesn't work in basketball.
And that was a much, that possession right there. You get a bucket right there right before halftime. Take that momentum in front of your home crowd. But all off is he has 10 points, so you got to give him credit that way.
Antonelli got hit up. Mechanicsburg will get it back.
Well, and Mechanicsburg not taking anything away from Alioff, Brocius, Koch, but they're all combo 2 guards. There's no true point guard, and that's the biggest missing piece. Boy, they're missing Josh Smith and Colin Farnham this year as far as having guys that can just flat out run the point.
Almost a steal. First half is over. No, wouldn't have counted. 29-24 is our halftime score. Stay with us. Our Kelly Sports Shootout coming up next here on ABC 27.
Hi, sweetheart. Hey, you two. It's dinner time. When Marcus and Michelle were starting their family, they came to the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency for their home loan. We're proud we could help Marcus, Michelle, and Mia. If you're looking for an affordable home loan or refinancing option, give us a call. We offer down payment and closing cost assistance too. Call us weekdays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. or check our website. We're the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency. We help home ownership dreams come true.
Ruff Tractor and Equipment is PA's full-line equipment dealer representing Case Construction along with other leading manufacturers. Ruff Tractor celebrates its 55th year in business, serving the total sales, rental parts, and service needs of its customers. Ruff Tractor paves the way for your project from start to finish, featuring the latest parts and equipment from Case Construction and more. Ruff also offers 24/7 job site support. Ruff Tractor is your #1 source for everything under construction.
Advanced Hoop's biggest goal has been to raise the culture of training and development in this region. Working with youth coaches, junior high coaches, high school coaches, and even more so, college coaches in the last 5 years. We're seeing a rise in the talent level of players all over the area. Programs like ours are making a difference. We're just proud to be part of that culture of training that's growing strong in the Harrisburg area.
Hershey Entertainment and Resorts delivers state-of-the-art roller coasters, the legendary AHL Bears hockey team, premier entertainment, and much more. We are proud to sponsor young athletes through the efforts of High School Sports Live.
Borman & Babb Certified Public Accountants is a full-service accounting, tax, and consulting firm with over 17 years' experience serving the central Pennsylvania region. From taxes to payroll, from corporate accounting to business consulting, let Borman & Babb help you achieve your financial success.
And welcome back to Mechanicsburg High School. Greg Mace together with Charlie Fortney here on High School Sports Live on ABC 27. We have continued a really neat tradition we have at halftime with a chance for some students to win a prize by making a basket. Charlie, explain the deal.
All right, well, we have 10 shooters. Each of these shooters has a chance to win a $50 Kelly Sports gift card. Every single shooter will leave with a Kelly Sports t-shirt and a water bottle, so they will not walk away empty-handed. They'll also get a chance to drink some Snapple in the lobby afterwards after working up a sweat. Our first shooter is Ben Dubis, representing the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency. Come on, Ben.
Close.
Okay, let's have a softer touch here next time. Brian Kessler from shooting on behalf of OSS Health. Okay, a little bit more to the right. Next one, Ryan Wolf, shooting on behalf of Highmark. I have a good feeling about this guy.
Oh, he's got the touch. Oh!
Okay, Tony Mech shooting on behalf of the Brenner family of dealerships. After some instruction. Okay, with the hat on backwards. Goal, Van Na Strand. Shooting on behalf of Dr. Pepper Snapple Group.
This is the no sneakers look, too.
Okay, guys, we got to turn up the heat here. Somebody's got to win tonight. Shooting on behalf of Capital Region Insurance, Jake Ream. Okay.
One hand.
All right, Jake, way to make our life interesting here tonight. Peter Rhodes shooting on behalf of Pac Financial. Okay, shooting on behalf of Dauphin County Commissioners, Don Bear. Okay, Don, and Groff Tractor is Joe Becker. Come on, Joe. Give us something to cheer about. Oh, 2. Okay, now, if Casey Connor can make a shot, this will break our record for 3 contestants making the shot. Casey, break the record shooting on behalf of Pizza Hut. Okay, don't be disappointed, guys. Go to the lobby, get your Kelly's shirt, your water bottle, and we have 2 winners tonight. Let's give it up for all our shooters.
All right, thanks, and thanks for all your encouragement. We're back with our High Mark halftime report as we continue live here on ABC 27.
Tired of your old beat-up car? Make the switch.
Look how easy it is to make the switch to Hoffman Ford.
Right now, you can get $10,000 off the MSRP of the rugged new 2013 F-150 with Chrome package. Or make the switch to the 2014 Escape S starting at just $19,995. Or switch to the fuel-efficient 2014 Fusion S starting at just $18,695.
Make the switch to Hoffman Ford or visit us online at
HoffmanFord.com.
Under a new state law, all electronics must be recycled.
Welcome to the Dauphin County Recycling Center, where recycling is quick, easy, and free.
You may recycle appliances or even cell phones.
We're open 6 days a week, and recycling is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Contact our helpful staff at the Recycling Center or visit our website for more information.
Help us protect our planet, because tomorrow does matter.
No matter the season, when it's time to gear up, you've got to get to Kelly's Sports. Kelly's Sports, top quality sports equipment for the field, the rink, the court, and more. Matched with the experience and knowledge to help you get the winning edge. Plus all the latest styles from Nike, Adidas, and Under Armour. And the large selection of name brand athletic footwear. Local sports team members get 10% off all purchases. Kelly's Sports in the High Point Commons, Harrisburg, or visit online at kellysports.com.
There's a place where kids really connect to learning. Commonwealth Connections Academy. It's a tuition-free, fully accredited online public school where students find devoted, enthusiastic teachers like never before. Commonwealth Connections Academy, the online public school.
For 57 years, you know the Big 33 Football Classic as the Super Bowl of high school football. 2012 brought the Big 26 Baseball Classic. Look out in the fall of 2014, the Big 13 Basketball Classic, which will feature top high school basketball talent. Stay tuned at big33.org.
High Mark halftime report continues here on ABC 27 High School Sports Live. 29-24 is our score. Mechanicsburg is on top in the boys' game after the girls took the first game. Mechanicsburg winning 37-34. Over to Todd McCall.
Thank you, Greg. I'm here with Carlisle Sentinel writer Jake Adams. Jake, this is the backyard brawl. This is what you cover. Look at the crowd tonight. They've come with a lot of pride, but really right now it's been the inside play of Bruner and then Antonelli and a mix in Trinity. Talk about what you saw.
I mean, yeah, I've only seen Mechanicsburg really play once this year, and when I saw them, they beat up on Carlisle early. It was Bruner and Shankweiler just taking over down low, and again tonight, it seems like it's the same thing. Them and Trumpy going at it down low, switching off and on. That battle with Antonelli and Alioth is just awesome to watch right now. I know they took Antonelli off of him a little bit defensively, but just to see them going back and forth shot for shot is pretty fun to watch right now.
Well, Trinity's getting hot. They're 5-10. They just big win Lower Dauphin in overtime, but they're seeded very well when they get into the district playoffs, and they can be the district champ. Talk about that.
I mean, it's impressive, and it's a testament to the way they've been able to fight. I mean, it just seemed like 3 weeks ago nothing was going their way. They're on a huge losing streak, and all of a sudden they're starting to pull off some nice little upset wins here and there against a lot bigger schools, and it's playing well for them. And obviously they're sitting, like you said, really well in the district, and going up against some of these mid-pen teams that can only help you going into the playoffs.
Who comes away with the win tonight, Mechanicsburg or Trinity?
I want to say Bruner and Shankweiler are too much, but I'm not going to count out Trinity with the way they've been playing lately.
All right, Jake Adams of Carlisle Sentinel. Coming up, more after this from our High Mark halftime report. Trinity Mechanicsburg 29-25, the Wildcats in the lead.
Tired of your old beat-up car? Make the switch.
Look how easy it is to make the switch to Hoffman Ford.
Right now, you can get $10,000 off the MSRP of the rugged new 2013 F-150 with Chrome package. Or make the switch to the 2014 Escape S starting at just $19,995. Or switch to the fuel-efficient 2014 Fusion S starting at just $18,695.
Make the switch to Hoffman Ford or visit us online at
HoffmanFord.com.
Under a new state law, all electronics must be recycled.
Welcome to the Dauphin County Recycling Center, where recycling is quick, easy, and free.
You may recycle appliances or even cell phones.
We're open 6 days a week, and recycling is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Contact our helpful staff at the Recycling Center or visit our website for more information.
Help us protect our planet, because tomorrow does matter.
No matter the season, when it's time to gear up, you've got to get to Kelly's Sports. Kelly's Sports. Top quality sports equipment for the field, the rink, the court, and more. Matched with the experience and knowledge to help you get the winning edge. Plus all the latest styles from Nike, Adidas, and Under Armour. And the large selection of name brand athletic footwear. Local sports team members get 10% off all purchases. Kelly's Sports. In the High Point Commons, Harrisburg. Or visit online at kellysports.com.
There's a place where kids really connect to learning. Commonwealth Connections Academy. It's a tuition-free, fully accredited online public school where students find devoted, enthusiastic teachers like never before. Commonwealth Connections Academy, the online public school.
For 57 years, you know the Big 33 Football Classic as the Super Bowl of high school football. 2012 brought the Big 26 Baseball Classic. Look out in the fall of 2014, the Big 13 Basketball Classic, which will feature top high school basketball talent. Stay tuned at big33.org. Crown Trophy, Central PA's leading choice for awards, engraved gifts, and promotional items. Visit us at crowntrophy.com.
Gregg Mace, Charlie Fortney, Todd McCall, 29-24 is our halftime score. Crowd's been terrifically enthused.
Yeah, they have been. I mean, you just saw Todd in the student section, and I think it's indicative of what's going to happen this half. There's Todd. Check him out.
There we go with a roller coaster.
The giant student section. Todd's usually not out of rhythm, but he got off on that one.
Hey, we got a tweet here from the football coach, Bill Rainey, and who pointed out that another former basketball and football player is playing basketball at St. Joe's, Eric Kindler. That was tweeted to us by Bill Rainey.
No, Eric was, went to Canisius originally, found a home. Martelli saw him playing on the campus and picked him up for the basketball team. The kid can shoot the lights out, and he can shoot it from almost anywhere on the court. Nice family. I love the Kindlers.
Trumpy. You know Kathy Kindler, right?
Yes, the family's a great family.
Yeah. Kathy was an intern with me. That's another 2 degrees of separation. Hey, nice layup. Drew Shankweiler.
Drew Shankweiler, he's come to play tonight.
Quick timeout for Trinity. Perhaps a little miscommunication there on who was picking up who.
Well, that we talked about earlier, the transition defense, matching up in transition has not been boding well for Trinity tonight. And you got a guy like Shankweiler who's going to play at a high level, and they're going to finish. You got to keep him from even catching the ball.
Hey, we thank Barry Ford, one of the longtime guys down in York County. Got a big doubleheader coming up on Saturday night, Eastern York and Columbia.
You know what? That would be a good one. Maybe we'll look into it. I tell you what, there's some good basketball going down in York this year. Barry, thanks for the note.
We got games down there this year. We're excited to be expanding high school sports live in the York Adams League. Lattimore. That is the chant from the Giants student section. MASH over there, the MASH student section. Mechanicsburg Area High School.
You know, and I got the challenge, Greg, of putting these guys in ranking. The MASH student section has to be probably number one right now going into High School Sports Live right now.
Todd, you tell that to all the student sections.
Don't give your secrets away, Charlie.
That's a travel. Brendan Lattimore said, "Can't believe I drugged my feet." Todd McCall, you make a good politician.
As long as I have your vote, I'm okay. If I get Fortney's vote too, that's two right there. Maybe we'll start something.
Minute gone by here in the third quarter. Gregg Mace, Charlie Fortney, Todd McCall live on ABC 27. Our high school sports live broadcast doubleheader tonight.
I'm impressed with Bruner. I'll tell you why. He's shaped his game in the offseason to be able to run some point. And whenever a coach asks you to do something that's out of your comfort zone, players don't always respond to that, and he did, and he really did, because when you have to play at a point, you're sacrificing baskets you could be making around the hoop where he does his best.
I have to think the next 2, 3, 4 minutes is key for Trinity to not only hang in, but at least start to cut into this lead a little bit. A little reverse, but stepped on the line.
The defensive intensity's got to pick up for Trinity. Larry Kostelak's is the best teams that have played for Trinity have been noted for defense and moving tremendously without the ball.
Good recover by Alioff. Lost it, it'll go to Trinity.
I say Drew keeps that and just goes up strong. My coach at prep school, coach for over 50-some years, said don't turn a good shot into a bad pass.
Trumpy to the paint, and a blocking foul in the middle of the paint.
I like when Trumpy's aggressive because it puts the other team, it puts Bruton out. Now Shankweiler has 3 fouls. He's going to have to play soft. He's got almost a whole half left. He might even come out.
That's what you were talking about right there.
Now Shankweiler couldn't guard him because he can't get the 4th.
Trumpy's got 12. Mechanicsburg lead is 5.
This game will change if Josh Trumpy starts going to the basket. This will be a different score.
Antonelli went to the defensive boards.
That's his game right there. I would like to see Antonelli get the whole way to the rack too, because when he does, he either gets fouled or I'd like to see both the leaders for Trinity go to the home one.
Bruner.
That's senior leadership right there.
He's got 12.
It's a quiet 12. It's like, oh, wow. It's just he scores and makes it easy. A lot of rebound putbacks, a lot of easy stuff. He makes the game come easy. Now you got Bruner on Trumpy because of the... Oh, that's on Trumpy. I don't know. It looked a little like some soft bumping around inside. That's going to be Trumpy's, let's see. Josh Trumpy, let's see what the board says. 2 out of 2. He's okay. Still a lot of time left.
33-26. Larry Kostelek in his 30th year as head coach.
Over 600 wins.
Yep.
You know what's great about that, Todd, over 600 wins, but I'm not even focused on the wins. I'm talking about how long you stay in the game. Whether it's 600 wins or 300 wins, but when you're coaching for over 25 years, hats off, I respect you. More power to you. I'll buy you the dinner. You know, it's like to be around kids that long. How about it's taxing.
It's no doubt about it.
Jack Walsh gets a block shot. The sophomore showing some ability.
It's taxing, but both rewarding, I bet, if you ask Larry Kostelek.
Trumpy.
Bruner took the charge, and now all of a sudden Trumpy has 3. Both bigs have 3. Coaches are going to trust these guys. Well,
here's our replay.
I'll tell you what, there's 2 ticky-tacks that got called on Trumpy. Okay, let's call one of the 2, but you got to give the big guy a little bit more freedom than that. And I'm not trying to be critical of the rest, but this is the mid-Penn Keystone, baby. Let these guys rumble a little bit.
That's what, Antonelli got hit on the way by. .357 left in the third. This will be our media timeout. 33-26. Mechanicsburg on top. High School Sports Live continues on ABC 27.
Chrysler, Jeep, Nissan. The Brenner family of dealerships is proud to support High School Sports Live. We've been serving Central PA for over 92 years and have everything that you're looking for when purchasing a vehicle. Great customer service, great pricing and selection, an excellent service department for the life of your vehicle. All at the Brenner family of dealerships on the Carlisle Pike Mechanicsburg and 24/7 at BrennerFamily.com. Serving Central PA for over 92 years.
It's always better when you get to pick your team. That's why I didn't just accept the regional health plan offered at work. I went to a Highmark Direct store and picked a more affordable plan with a broader network, one that I feel better with.
For the most value, you're better with Blue. We're reinventing affordable health care for today and for generations to come. For all you do, you're better with Highmark Blue Shield.
Today, we have some breaking news on the West Shore. Some spraining, twisting, popping news. It appears that Mechanicsburg is getting a state-of-the-art OSS orthopedic urgent care. This is what we know so far. OSS urgent care is much faster than the emergency room. All patients will be seen by orthopedic experts. Costs are typically less. And OSS is open 7 days a week. Remember, if you have a sprain, pop, or break to report, go right to the experts. OSS Orthopedic Urgent Care. 2 great locations, York and now Mechanicsburg. Now that's some good news.
Crown Trophy, Central PA's leading choice for awards, engraved gifts, and promotional items. Visit us at crowntrophy.com.
33-26. Charlie, you're doing a little eavesdropping into the Trinity huddle.
Yeah, Coach Kostelek pulled us and he says, I need you to keep it up on defense. He says, but I need you to be patient, disciplined on offense, and we'll be able to get the shots and the baskets we need. He's actually right. You got to stay patient, disciplined, wait for it to open up, and then take it to the basket. That's why he's won 600 games. There it is. Okay.
Yeah, push, stay down that end.
I thought Trinity got a little lucky there on that one to get the foul call because that was a tight defense. Mechanicsburg was in there.
Antonelli kicking it back out. Open is Haynes. They're waiting. Antonelli. Kuntz got the big rebound. Brandon Kuntz. Big bucket for the Shamrocks. Leads down to 5. Over halfway gone, quarter number 3 here on ABC 27. And it counts. Drew Shankweiler. Well, give Mechanicsburg credit for coming right back off of that one, and Shankweiler draws the foul.
You know, how valuable has he been this evening for the Mechanicsburg Wildcats?
It's that strong presence inside.
He's been able to draw fouls from their bigs, and Trumpy had to go to the bench because Scheinweiler is actually literally getting inside and drawing that foul.
Yeah, he's got 12. So there's the scoring here. We talked about this. Bruner's got 12. Schenkweiler's got 12. Alioth has 10, which is a key figure for them. Now, Koch is another guy who needs to get in the double figures. They've won all their games when he does. Kuntz. Boy, Brandon Kuntz with 2 big buckets back to back. He's got 7. Keeps Trinity right in it. Crowd wants to know what that was. It was nothing. It comes back out to Brad Powell, and 2 underneath.
We're seeing the role players stepping up here, guys. You got Powell, you got Kuntz. Getting into the action here, making it interesting.
So it's Trinity basketball. Austin Gilbertson also off the bench. Big trip for Trinity. Down 8. Kuntz has their last 2 baskets. Good cut. Stays with Trinity. Good look by Antonelli. Just off of the fingertips of Mechanicsburg. 2 minutes, 1 second left, third quarter. Antonelli. Boy, Kuntz almost got that one hand on it, and he got it again. Oh, almost had the 3-point attempt.
The word workhorse comes to mind when I'm thinking of Brandon Kuntz right now. Todd, you're right now. You could reach out and touch him right now.
He has been unbelievable to start the second half, and that athletic move, he just kept it alive. You see him, he was above the rim on that early rebound to keep that ball alive.
Mike Gagliardi back in for Austin Gilbertson. And Kuntz has had the hot hand underneath. Lead holds at 8. Alioth, nice dish. Wow, what a shot by Schenkweiler. That was terrific.
Yeah, everything's going their way here, and Trinity's not able to stop Mechanicsburg defensively, and that's the key. They got to be able to get stops. While Trumpy's being rested with his 3rd foul.
And there's Schenkweiler who just scored.
Well, Strickler's been trusting Schenkweiler with his 3rd foul, and it's paying off so far.
Goes in again, has his shot blocked. Trinity comes away with a minute left. Third quarter, Antonelli does it himself. Big play by Dom Antonelli, his 9th point. Lead is 8. Mechanicsburg can take their time here in the third quarter. Who called timeout? Well, it'll stay with Mechanicsburg. Steal. Robinson. I think he was going to pass it off and didn't have anybody to go to and still drew the foul. Nice play by Laurel Robinson.
You know, guys, I think Robinson's wearing some dress socks with the, I don't know what those are there, Charlie. I mean, I don't know if that helped him on that layup, but they got some black checks. He's going with the gray look here. Looks like the Sunday best.
I'll tell you what, I'm thinking Emery Cook right now. All right, Emery Cook.
Oh no!
Would never let a
sir.
player. It's a new era, guys.
Hey, it is a new era. We would have never. No, I didn't allow it either. I gotta say.
And that's not putting down the socks. I actually think they're pretty neat.
Oh, I'm not putting him down. Just I had to point that out. Looked like the Sunday best.
Antonelli back in the game. Coach Koslak trying to light a little fire under him, giving his senior leader a little bit of direction.
With a foul out front.
Gagliardi, number 5 in the game for Trinity. He can get it going. It's important that Mechanicsburg doesn't leave. I've seen him fill it up when he gets the opportunity. He had a tough offseason with an injury to his foot.
Trinity could not clear the boards. Shankweiler. Now he gets it back out to Bruner.
Coach Koslak putting some confidence in Laurel Robinson.
So at 9.2, it'll be Mechanicsburg basketball.
With a full quarter left, I just don't have a feeling that this game's under control at all. I think Trinity's got something left in them here tonight. Coach Koslak has been working these guys from the sideline.
Nice steal. Gagliardi. Threw it away. That's the end of the quarter. Good defense by Gagliardi. Doesn't result in anything, but it does result in what should be a great fourth quarter. Mechanicsburg 40, Trinity 33. You're watching High School Sports Live on ABC 27, presented by PHFA.
Do you have a game plan for retirement and college education?
In today's turbulent economic landscape, navigating the market to ensure a secure retirement can be challenging. PAC Financial can help guide you every step of the way.
I define financial independence as when work is optional and retirement's affordable.
So when life throws unexpected obstacles, you can still win the game.
Hi, I'm Steve Morazzo. Contact us today for your free, no obligation consultation.
Crown Trophy, Central PA's leading choice for awards, engraved gifts, and promotional items. Visit us at crowntrophy.com.
This new diet half and half's awesome.
Best part's lemonade. Best part's a tea. Lemonade! Tea! Lemonade! Tea! Lemonade! Tea! Lemonade! Tea! Lemonade!
So which half is your favorite?
And they're blended so perfectly, who cares? Tasty tea, tangy lemonade, 10 calories. Snapple diet half and half. Made from the best stuff on earth.
Gregg Mace, Charlie Fortney, Todd McCall back live here on ABC 27. If you want to talk to us on Twitter, Advanced Hoops 1. Advanced Hoops 1.
Yeah, I want to hear who you think's player of the game at home, and I want to hear your thoughts on the broadcast because this is a heck of a game. Mechanicsburg's playing very well, and Trinity's trying to claw back in this.
Nice spinning move off the glass for 2 for Bruner. Zach Bruner's got 14.
Bruner's tough.
Trumpy backing in. Well, that's the kind of stuff that hasn't been falling for Trinity in the last couple minutes. Bruner. Trumpy tried to take it away from him. Bruner took it right back. Clock and the points on Mechanicsburg's side. They're up 9, and Antonelli got his leg in on that one, so they'll get it right back. Our Brenner Player of the Game coming up on our Crown Trophies post-game show. So stick around for that. Josh Reed will have lots of highlights and scores from all over the area. A lot of postponements, but a lot of people did play, so catch him tonight on ABC 27 News at 11. Inside, nice move. Shankweiler's got 16. And now Mechanicsburg starting to open up, but Antonelli answers right back.
Well, he's got to be getting close to his 1,000 points there, Greg.
9 to go, and now here's Kuntz, head of the field. Nice dish, and it's knocked out of bounds. Kuntz almost kind of overran the ball. Good heads-up play by him, but they're going to get it back.
You break the play in the foul line, you probably need to go up with that. He went baseline to baseline, and that's why the ball got knocked out of bounds.
Trinity basketball, down 9. Trumpy went up, jump. Possession arrow stays with Trinity.
This is an important possession here.
Antonelli in traffic, nice dish to Kuntz. He got hammered on the way up.
That's number 4 on Shankweiler, but I don't know if we have a replay, but I think the bank board blocked that shot. I don't really think this was a shame.
Under a
We'll
new
see.
state law, all electronics must.
I missed it. Oh Lord, we missed that one.
Yeah, it looked like he got a hand, but
Here
you're
we
right.
go. Here we go. I think I could be wrong. No, it was Shankweiler. Okay, I stand corrected.
But I think he got as high as the backboard. That's why
He
it
did.
looked
He
that
did.
way.
It looked that way. And now Shankweiler's out of the game. You know, this is interesting. Trumpy got rested to save him from getting his 4th. Shankweiler didn't. Now he has 4th, and they don't have him. Having him out. Let's see how this plays out. Shankweiler out. Trumpy in. The advantage now inside is Trinity, having 2 bigs inside.
Now, Mechanicsburg can take all the time in the world, but they don't, and here's what results. Alias with a big bucket.
Well, and I didn't like there wasn't no defense on Alias. I mean, he was able to get that open J.
So the lead now 11. And we'll see how they respond with Shankweiler out, and it's going to go back to Trinity on the foul.
We're being told by our stat guy that Bruner has close to 15 rebounds. Holy cow.
That sound about right. He's got 14 points.
I wouldn't be surprised if he has almost 10 assists the way he's playing tonight.
Trumpy taking it in, and it'll stay with Trinity.
Zach Bruner has a quiet everything about him. He's quietly good in every area.
Look at that. Look at that bounce for Antonelli.
That's a shooter's touch right there.
That is a big 3. Dom with 14.
That was big. That was huge. I think Mechanicsburg's got to be careful not to shoot their way. Oh, well, maybe I'm wrong. They need to shoot.
Guys, correct me if I'm wrong, but Antonelli is 4 away from 1,000.
Well, I got him with 14, and he needed 20.
Okay.
At least that's what his mom told me.
I had him at 16, but I could be wrong. I'm going with Miss Antonelli on that. How about that?
Now look, I'm not the best scorekeeper in the world. All right, let's see what happens. Well, missing is Powell, and they got it right back. And Koch.
Well, you know what? I'm going to be critical of both teams right here. First of all, Mechanicsburg, you're up 10. It's under 4 minutes. You don't need to be rushing these shots. And Trinity, you're not hustling. You're not making a stop, and you're not getting a rebound. Mechanicsburg's like playing almost without the defense needed.
All right, Kuntz will go to the line. He gets that one to roll. He's got 8.
Yeah, Shankweiler's back in. Coach Strick's not happy not having he needs his big guy in there. He's going to take his chances these last 3:48.
Yeah, he set out 2 minutes and 4 seconds. Nine-point advantage for Mechanicsburg.
Don't really need, Mechanicsburg does not need a shot. They can put the pressure.
A lot of traffic, and Zach Bruner stuck with it and drew the foul.
Mr. Fundamental around the basket. Mr. Fundamental.
Gabriel Pritchett, thanks for your tweet and join the broadcast and the games tonight. Great job. We thank you very much for your tweet. Gabriella Pritchett.
Well, and that's I'm going to throw it out there, Gabrielle. I know you're watching. That is the mom of Taylor Pritchett, who and I know Sam Sutton who was twittering from Silent. We were impressed with Taylor. He was out there hitting threes in the Hershey game, only a junior. He's really improved his game, versatility. One of the up-and-coming seniors going into next year. I look for a lot from him in this offseason.
16 points for Bruner. Backboard. Powell, who's got 4 big points, got that rebound. And Antonelli reached in.
Antonelli trying to make a play here. You got to try to make something happen in this situation, and that's what he's trying to do right there.
Mechanicsburg looking for the sweep. They won the girls' game for their 11th straight victory, 37-34, and everybody, of course, trying to catch McDevitt in the Keystone Division, but I think at this point your thoughts are aiming toward the playoffs and getting ready for that as well. Alioth has 13. Trinity's got 3 minutes to try and make a big comeback. Got to start putting it up now. Robinson, and it's a travel. And Trinity will take a timeout. 51-39. 2:54 left, fourth quarter on ABC 27.
Today, we have some breaking news on the West Shore. Some spraining, twisting, popping news. It appears that Mechanicsburg is getting a state-of-the-art OSS orthopedic urgent care. This is what we know so far. OSS urgent care is much faster than the emergency room. All patients will be seen by orthopedic experts. Costs are typically less, and OSS is open 7 days a week. Remember, if you have a sprain, pop, or break to report, go right to the experts. OSS Orthopedic Urgent Care. 2 great locations, York and now Mechanicsburg. Now that's some good news.
Stay with us for our Crown Trophies post-game show. We'll be interviewing our Brenner Player of the Game.
Yeah, the Brenner family of dealerships has been very supportive on the West Shore games, led by Tom Couch last year. Now he's down at Jackson and Volvo, and those guys over there at Brenner, just they're big sports fans. They're big proponents of high school athletics, and that's what I like about those guys and all of our sponsors. They just believe in student athletes. And hey, when you see 1,000 people in the stands and maybe 1,200 families like you see tonight, you know, it's a worthy investment, Greg, I think.
Well, we talked about this a lot 4 years ago when we started this. Nobody had ever really ventured into the idea of televising high school sports on a super regular basis. We saw it in York down at the old Cable 4, and Blue Ridge does it a lot, but glad we've stepped it up to yet another level here.
Well, and down in York, when we started working with Sam Sutton and Gary Sutton and the York network of athletic directors, they brought that up, Greg. They brought up about Cable 4 and, hey, man, we missed that. And so there was a receptivity for sure. .240 left, fourth quarter. 51-39.
Mechanicsburg on top. Both these teams have a handful of games left in the regular season before we move into the Mid-Penn Conference playoffs, and then the districts. The cutoff point for the district playoff pairings will be February the 6th. That'll be the last game that counts.
You know, there's been a lot of talk over the years that, you know, how do these power rankings work? There's been a lot of talk about, like, how does a school like Trinity, that's AA, play up all year long and it doesn't hurt them in playoffs? We're a quad A school like a Lower Dolphin who's 10 students into the quad A enrollment, and you know, and they run into a lot of the AAAs and AAs in their regular schedule, almost get penalized. Well, it's a fair question. It's a question that the PIAA has wrestled with, whether to put across the state Catholic schools in one division over because of that. But I think everyone pretty much agrees that that's never going to happen. It's just never going to happen. And your private schools, like your York Catholics and, you know, Harrisburg Christians and all that, they're going to have a small enrollment, and they're going to sometimes have quality basketball teams that benefit. So it's one of those things that have been talked about for years. But the PowerPoints, it just hasn't changed, and probably will never change from the way I view it. Right, wrong, or indifferent.
Antonelli. And the rebound goes to Callie. He's got 6.
Well, we haven't heard much from Callie since the first, second quarter. He's only a sophomore. But he definitely started out the game with a bang.
Lead is 11 for Mechanicsburg. And they can take their time. Brocious got it back, and a little scrappiness there. Got a couple of scores from the Keystone, and we just talk about the great balance here. Hershey boys beat Lower Dauphin 80-79. Hershey girls beat Lower Dauphin 29-22. We thank Jeff Morrow, Penn Live, for those tweets.
I'll tell you what, the Hershey program's on a roll, baby. I'll tell you. Lower Dolphins, a tremendous ball club, boys. Anytime you can beat them, that's a win. That's a tremendous win.
And that's a lot of points being scored down there in the Keystone, 80-79. You got to give credit to both teams, Lower Dauphin and Hershey, because they have been really tough this year in a very strong Keystone division.
Mifflin County beat CD East 54-52 in boys action. Under a minute and a half left. Well, any thoughts for player of the game here, boys? We got Shankweiler and Alioth and Bruner. We're talking about Zach Bruner has had such a good game. Sam Sutton just put his finger on Zach Bruner. Not only has he had the points, he's had rebounds, assists. Great all-around game for Zach Bruner.
Yeah, and Zach Bruner's one of those guys that just lets the game come. He lets it come and defends. He leads. I mean, he's done a good job of just even help shape this team this year, because, like I said, the team kind of came in without some quality guards from last year, and here he is directing the team at 6'4", 6'5", from the point guard spot, handling the ball like a guard.
Shankweiler.
Shankweiler, the University of Scranton commit. Shankweiler can jump. I'm surprised he didn't dunk that. There's Antonelli.
He's got 17. And now it's down to 10. Larry Kostelek taking a look.
I think we got Todd venturing over to the student section. Those students, I don't think they're done. Mechanicsburg, that student section does not want to go home, guys.
In our giant student section, Todd McCall. He's right up with them, right up with a group. Teacher, coach, Todd McCall, take it away.
Greg, I'm going to do one more time because Mass was cashed tonight. I'm going to try to do this with them, all right? I don't know what I'm saying here. Go, fight, win. That was for everybody at home. Go, fight, win. Mass came strong tonight, I tell you what. Greg, I would like to know which fan section you think is number one.
I think you got the answer there from in the opinion of the Mechanicsburg kids, that's for sure.
I will tell you, the Falcon Nation from Lower Dolphin has said on February 6th, I'm going to put it out there, the Lower Dolphin Falcon Nation said that on February 6th, they're going to let the entire area know who the #1 student section is. And I want to see it. Because the Golden Corral, the Red Sea.
I was going to say they're playing Cedar Cliff, right?
Well, right. The Golden Corral and the Red Sea has been a staple of high school sports live student sections. And the Falcon Nation has something to prove. They have a lot to cheer about. Field hockey state champions, football district championships. So they have a reason to be excited. But I want to see it to believe it.
Those sections are some of the best. When I walk over with a camera, our sports photographer Mike Torsha walks over with a camera, some of the best cutaways, best shots we have on ABC 27 News. Basketball and football.
Here's Breon Koch. He brings that toughness to this Mechanicsburg team.
Antonelli.
With the rebound. And if Antonelli doesn't get it tonight, I'm not sure. His next game, I'll have to check the schedule here. The next game's a home or away for Trinity, but it's often more ideal for a kid to get their 1,000 points when they're at home. Everybody could appreciate it. We'll check out here in a second, but if he doesn't get his 1,000, it's not always a bad thing. When I got my 1,000 at Steel High, I was glad it was at Steel High.
I think I remember covering that. I think I had you on TV when you did that.
Greg, it was a left-hand layup.
Oh, wow. Not that you remembered.
It was a left-hand
Sure.
layup against
It's a great
Chambersburg.
moment. Okay.
Well, as a player, you don't
absolutely.
forget that. You don't
Absolutely.
forget. You don't forget it.
There's 20.
And you know, I don't know if it's too early, but it's 32 seconds on the clock. Shankweiler has got to be, if they go on to win, your Brenner Family Dealership Player of the Game. That's my vote.
Hey, rightfully so. We got a correction on Twitter. Mrs. Pritchett clarified that Taylor's name has been changed to Taylor Sweeney. Appreciate that from this past year. And Gabrielle Pritchett is not his mother. So we got that mixed up. Trying to give a positive shout out to Taylor. So we definitely want to be fair in correcting that information. But Taylor is, nonetheless, he's making a strong contribution to the Hershey Trojans this year. They have a big win tonight over Lower Dolphin.
Yep.
80 to what?
79.
79, 80,
Yep.
and then the girls
Yep.
beat Lower Dolphin girls 29-22.
Yep.
29-22. So thanks for that tweet. That's what I like about social media.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of, this is great feedback.
Everybody's on top of everything. It's like you can't get away with anything.
And there's no secrets either when it comes to athletics. Antonelli.
Okay, Dom's just trying to fight and claw his team back into this. Just being a competitor right now. Doesn't want to accept a loss here, which is understandable.
He's going to make somebody a very good guard at that next level.
Well, I could be wrong on this, but I thought I heard Navy as a commitment.
He's discussing that.
He's a very smart kid, but Navy is maybe where he's leaning. That's an appointment that is very special.
Eddie Martin on Twitter want to give a shout out to Drew Schenk, playing like a beast, he says.
Beast of the East.
56-44 is our final. Mechanicsburg sweeps the doubleheader here on their own floor. When we come back, our Brenner Player of the Game and our Crown Trophies post-game show as we continue with High School Sports Live on ABC 27.
Under a new state law, all electronics must be recycled.
Welcome to the Dauphin County Recycling Center, where recycling is quick, easy, and free.
You may recycle appliances or even cell phones.
We're open 6 days a week, and recycling is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Contact our helpful staff at the Recycling Center or visit our website for more information.
Help us protect our planet, because tomorrow does matter.
You already know your Giant bonus card is a great way to bag real savings on groceries. But it does so much more, like helping you pump up your fuel discount with Gas Extra Rewards. Just by using your Giant bonus card, you'll save 10 cents per gallon for every $100 you spend. So the more you buy, the more you save. Gas Extra Rewards, fueled by Giant.
Hi, sweetheart.
Hey, you two, it's dinner time.
When Marcus and Michelle were starting their family, they came to the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency for their home loan. We're proud we could help Marcus, Michelle, and Mia. If you're looking for an affordable home loan or refinancing option, give us a call. We offer down payment and closing cost assistance too. Call us weekdays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. or check our website. We're the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency. We help home ownership dreams come true.
Ruff Tractor and Equipment is PA's full-line equipment dealer representing Case Construction along with other leading manufacturers. Ruff Tractor celebrates its 55th year in business, serving the total sales, rental parts, and service needs of its customers. Ruff Tractor paves the way for your project from start to finish, featuring the latest parts and equipment from Case Construction and more. Ruff also offers 24/7 job site support. Ruff Tractor is your #1 source for everything under construction.
Our Crown Trophies post-game show, presented by Crown Trophy, locally owned, nationally known. Trophies and a whole lot more. Crown Trophy in Camp Hill. Gregg Mace, Charlie Fortney, we take it away to Todd McCall with our players of the game and the winning coach.
Well, thank you, Greg. I'm here with two players of the game, the Brenner Family Dealership players of the game, Zach Brunner and Drew Shankweiler. Drew, you had 20. Zach, you had 17. You're in the Keystone Division. It's a very physical division, but tonight I really felt you guys got the game going inside first before outside, and that really was the difference. Talk about what you and your teammates did together.
You know, when you play that well as a team, you get them flowing. You work the offense a lot. It opens up a lot of lanes, stuff like that, and just making layups and hitting big shots. That's what we need to do tonight. We came out and executed and played great defense tonight, so that's what we need to do to win.
And Zach, early on, you had early 8 points, all 5 foot away, just like Coach Strickler writes up. You really got on the boards, and then you turned to point guard when you needed to, brought the ball up the floor. And that showed a different part of your game tonight. Talk about how you directed your team on the floor.
Yeah, well, Strick gives me the confidence. He lets me bring the ball up court. But, I thought it was a great win. We were a little embarrassed. We lost to Waynesboro Monday. We just wanted to come out strong. We knew it was a big game, so.
Well, you guys definitely come out strong, and you came away with really what I call just that backyard brawl game. It's one of those things that's more about pride. So talk about some of those great matchups you've had since you're both seniors that you've had through the years with Trinity.
Both games at home the last 2 years. Playing against Trinity, it's hard to not get excited for that. When you're playing Trinity, you get two great rivals. It's just hard to not come out fighting. That's all I gotta say is Trinity Mechanicsburg. It's huge.
Well, there was one little bit of let's say a challenge for you, Zach. Charlie Fortney doesn't think either one of you can beat him one-on-one. Now, I know you've got something to say about that.
If he wants to play one-on-one now, I guess we could play, but I don't know. I'm a little tired, but yeah, after the season's fine.
He's got his Sunday best dress shoes on. You're still warm. Let's go over to Coach Strickler. Coach, come away with a tough Keystone victory. And this is by far the toughest division that I've seen in years in the Capital Region. And you guys came away with a big victory after that Waynesboro loss, as your players said. Talk about what your team did tonight.
I'm proud of the way we came back. You know, I mean, we didn't play our best game against a quality Waynesboro club. And, you know, tonight, if there's one thing I knew our guys would be ready to play, because that backyard rivalry you're talking about, we were a little flat down there on Monday, but the way we came back and executed, and we held a pretty good offensive club to 44 points tonight. And, you know, I think you got to talk about Reed Allioff a little bit. I thought he did an amazing job on Dominic. Dominic scored, I think, 17, but he worked hard for everything that he got. And, you know, these two big guys clean up a lot of trash for us on the defensive glass. And then I thought we did a real nice job of executing and getting shots where those guys can be successful. And to their credit tonight, they stepped up and put them in the hole.
Well, Coach Strickler, thank you. Well said. As you guys both hear, Greg, Charlie, Zach Brunner, Drew Shankweiler are our Brenner Family Dealership dual players of the game. Coach Strickler, winning coach tonight. Mechanicsburg comes away with a big victory. The MASH crowd came out as we expected. Greg, back to you at the desk.
All right, Todd, thanks a lot. Here's our CRIA, Capital Region Insurance Agency play of the game. It belongs to Mechanicsburg.
You know, this is basically a signature of why they won. The big guys making tough plays like that all night long.
And it was Drew Shankweiler who went up with 20 points. Zach Brunner, our co-player of the game, with 16. And we talked about the fact that Allioff and Koch, when they score in double figures, they always win. Alioth had 14, but we saw that dish right there, and that was a good team win for them tonight.
It was, and I was surprised Trinity didn't make it more of a game at the end. They had been playing well. You kind of expected it to be a little tougher on Mechanicsburg tonight, but you know, it is tough to come in here and win. It's why we've seen Mechanicsburg have the success on High School Sports Live. A great win over Susquehanna when we first started this several years ago when Susquehanna was loaded. They just do really well here, and they do really well on this stage. Hats off to Coach Strickland and the boys. They stepped up big.
All right, Dom Antonelli finished leading the way with Trinity with 17 points. Josh Trumpy had 12. Well, it was a fun night of basketball. I mean, a great gym, and I must say, let's again give credit to the fans for coming out tonight because it's cold, it's snowy, it's icy, it's difficult. We hope you're with us tomorrow night. I know there'll be a big crowd for that one. Boiling Springs at Big Spring, 7 o'clock tomorrow night. Wrestling here on RTV, ABC 27.2. And then we'll be up in Syracuse on Friday night. American Hockey League as the Hershey Bears travel to Syracuse to take on the Crunch. That one at 7 o'clock. And Charlie, we're going to, with all some of these snow outs and ice outs, we're going to announce some other games coming up here in the next few days.
Yeah, look for the updated schedule on Penn Live, HSSLiveTV.com, and also as we promote it on the 27 News sports broadcast, the award-winning sports broadcast, Gregg Mace, led by you and Josh Reed.
Thank you very much. All right. Well, it's always been a lot of fun. Josh will have all scores and highlights coming up tonight on ABC 27 News. And, of course, we've got wrestling coming up next week. Again, thanks to our Invicta crew led by Chad Edwards. Great job as always tonight, and a great crowd here at Mechanicsburg. Again, our final scores in the boys' game, 56-44, Mechanicsburg wins it. The girls win 37-34 over Trinity. Now for Jeff Thompson and Todd McCall and Charlie Fortney, Gregg Mace, good night from Mechanicsburg High School. Thanks for watching High School Sports Live on ABC 27.